says investigation, but I can use my proficiency with jeweler's tools to aid in it.
Okay, so if you're not already proficient in investigation.
Yeah. When you inspect jeweled objects, your proficiency with jeweler's tools aids you in picking out clues they might hold. That's probably the one. So I think it's this plus, what's my, 3. This plus 3. Can I click on jeweler's tools?
No, it's just weird.
No.
It just means you can add proficiency to it, which is
Yeah.
annoying.
Does
No problem. Oh, it was
anybody
almost
actually
20.
wield a non-magical
13.
weapon?
I do.
Like,
Really?
you actually hit people with it?
No,
though?
no, but I think I'm the only one, maybe besides Hick, maybe. Who doesn't have
Right,
a
because that's the benefit of magic weapon.
I have a sling, and just a normal sling, and I think I might have a hammer. I don't think it is in there. I do have a light hammer, also.
Okay. So Dimjiel, although Aladar has been rather generous, donating this gold that he found, you're pretty sure that those peridot? How do you say that?
I don't know, peridot.
Paradox.
Kind of a yellowish green volcanic gem are probably pretty valuable.
I mean, yeah. I was thinking maybe identifying like what the bracer is, but it's
the bracer itself doesn't look, particularly remarkable, but
the gems
just
in it for sure are.
because the gems set into it. Yeah, it would probably be. It would fetch a pretty penny.
I'll wait until I catch Aladar's eyes, and give him like sort of like the knowing too well.
How? With your tentacle eye stalk eyes? I don't know if I can notice that.
I don't think I have tentacle eye stalk eyes. My eyes are actually fine.
Yeah, your eyes.
No, we got some weird shit going on that I'll be looking at before I look at your goddamn eyes.
Yeah.
My lips are still kissable. My eyes are still pretty.
You can't kiss that. You have a big fucking light in front of your face.
Don't look at the zit on my forehead.
Flutter your eyelashes. Unlike Krenit and Tick, who can't blink.
Jesus. How horrifying.
Or really close our mouths.
Would be really good is like if they can't like look with their eyes, also they gotta like
have to kind of turn their head.
What do I have? My nose is closed. Let's see, where is it? I have a list.
Oh,
Yeah.
Does
Does anybody have more than 5 out of the total 6 conditions?
I have 4.
Okay.
4.
There were a couple
Krenit
that nobody got, which was interesting.
I got 3.
The other 2 were your hands and feet become webbed and grow claws, and your skin begins to peel away, revealing scales underneath.
So we're just a bunch of freaks now.
Pretty much.
What happens if I drink anything out of this copper goblet I have?
What would you like to drink out of it?
I don't know, booze.
Good answer.
You're not going to start with water?
Nice and sterile. It tastes like booze. No perceptible changes.
Your second cousin dies.
Oh no!
Someone in Waterdeep drops dead.
The cup of someone dead in Waterdeep.
No, it's like what's the Kevin Bacon game? Like 7 degrees of separation. It's the cup of 7 degrees of.
It kills a person that's 7 degrees from you.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, but only one at a time, or everyone?
Oh, one at a time. Every time you take a drink.
The furthest. Every time you take a drink, it gets closer.
Oh god.
It goes to 6 and then eventually kills you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, a couple of you guys pretty narrowly escaped completely turning into Kuotoa. That would have been interesting.
Okay, can I do a medicine check or something to figure out if I can cure this on my own or if it
requires medicine or Arcana?
Yeah, better.
Either one, maybe.
Dimjiel's gonna go. Are we down in the cave still?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think we should long rest. That's my personal.
And sorry, wait, is James not?
I just joined. Sorry.
There we go.
The weird juggling of which things to log into. She's gonna just sit her feet in the water and cry and just stare at her reflection. It's bad.
Dimjiel, We can fix this. It'll be fine. Don't cry. Don't cry.
It's-
I play a sad song
It's actually-
that
it's,
matches your emotion.
It's kind of hard to look at your reflection because of the light reflecting. It's like trying to take a picture with a flash on in a mirror.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The light just kind of gets in the way.
Bartok is sitting there gnashing his new teeth with a little bit of delight, and his eyes are sort of crossed in front of him as he's just poking the little floaty bobble. He is weirdly, almost disconcertingly pleased with these developments.
Like, this actually isn't so bad.
Yeah.
And you do notice that, you know, with your little glowing lure, that does produce dim light in a small radius around you. So it would, if you didn't have dark vision, it would negate the need for a torch or something. Not quite as effective, but you would be able to navigate in the dark.
Does anyone have a hat?
I have one. Oh yeah, I took my hat in disguise. I look normal.
You
Perfect.
son of a bitch.
You're like, I don't know, I'm just
I do.
immune to the
You know what?
evil magic.
I actually, upon seeing Dimigil as distraught as she is, I give her my hat. Say, until I can cure you, you got this.
You need to give this back, though. Now let it take it.
It does require attunement to use.
Okay.
Want to be really
Just,
clear.
like,
if we break
just
up, you
tucks
have to give
her-
this back.
Just tucks her stock and her forehead barbs up into it,
Oh, yeah, you've got
like a
barbs.
bad haircut.
Well, maybe I can just cure it now. Maybe that's the move.
Yeah, so you did roll pretty high on that. It seems like although the effects of being around this like corrupting presence are pretty disturbing, they should not be lasting. Pretty much any magic that cures disease or curses should
Okay.
fix it.
Grab my hat back, and I'll do a lesser restoration on Dimigil.
Okay. You touch. you place a finger on Dimjil's forehead, and you see as the lure begins to slowly sort of like retract, and the spines meld back into her scalp. Her her nostrils slowly kind of like revert. And yeah, it seems like within a few minutes she will be back to normal.
There you go. Now credit, it'll be 500 gold. I just can't do it any cheaper.
It's the going rate, you know.
The
Like,
going
I gotta make a living.
Gold?
I'm kidding. I do a lesser restoration.
You have those spell slots?
Yeah? Boy,
Where
level
were
2.
those in combat?
What did you want me to cast? What spell did you want me to do?
Is Lesser Restoration a second level spell?
Yeah.
You probably don't have anything else that's actually useful at second level. Yeah, that makes sense.
I honestly, most of my spells were not useful in combat.
I'll take, yeah, because I have 5 out of the, I think, 6 total mapped ones that we had.
Yeah, you had a lot of them.
Yeah, I had the teeth, the gills, the fins, the eyes.
Oh yeah, you had the dorsal fin and the eyes. Yeah. Grant was almost there.
I got one
Those-
more.
yeah, apparently.
Seems like Bartok is pretty happy with it.
He is just fine. Like,
Okay.
as
Do you
you're
only
going
have the
around-
teeth?
I have the teeth in the bobble. As you're
What
going
about-
around, sort of like checking in on people, you
Yeah.
like look at him, and he just sort of like waves a hand and pokes the bobble again.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I want to let you know, big guy, it's not permanent. It should go away eventually.
I
Hmm.
think
This
I think
saddens the
Krennic
Bartok.
probably got the worst, and then Dimjil. Tick,
What
I
about-
think only got the eyes.
Yep. I only have
Okay.
the eyes.
Yeah, it's kind of cute on him.
Yeah, now
It's
it's
like
just
he's like a little
anime
anime
kobold.
dragon guy.
I
Do you want
can't
it?
blink.
Do you want it? You want me to fix this?
Yes.
Okay, I use a lesser restoration.
Okay.
My
Now
eyes
I'm
fixed.
out of second level.
Yeah, they start to go back to normal.
But I look normal. My hat.
Yeah.
I'll cure my own tomorrow. For now.
Krennic rolls his bedroll out in front of this
Can I give
Bubbleless loop.
Can I wait? When you say that, can I do prestidigitation and just do like a handful of glitter dust up into the air, like behind you as you say it like that? There's like an arc of glitter, like sparks.
Chaboof.
That was like a very Wonka thing to, it's like you need like a cane to tap on the ground as you said that for
Mhm.
accentuation or something.
Can I give the shield golem a
Alright.
charge of dimension door again?
Yeah. I
Or does
forget,
it
did
have one
use-
currently?
Yeah, it currently is
used
empty
them-
of a spell slot because it used Dimension Door, and then I charged it with Misty Step, and it used that, so it's empty at the moment.
Right.
But
And
you have to take the necklace.
You
the
have to
amulet
attune
from
to
me.
it?
No, you just
Okay,
have to
give me-
have it on.
Give me the necklace.
All right, Granite gives you the necklace.
And then I give it.
Or I think it's a bracelet, isn't it?
No, I think it's an amulet of sorts.
Well, either way, I grab said item.
Yeah.
I give him the dimension door. I hand it back to Krenin.
Thank
There
you.
you go. It's a good spell for him to have, and if I have an extra dimension door, I might as well
So
give it to
good.
him. Yeah, because it can get you and him out, or anyone else. It's just like such a good. Like, here's the thing: if it's about to break, just dimension door it back to the entrance, and then like
Mhm.
it was going to be out of combat
We'll pick
anyway.
you up on the way out.
Yeah. I could also
Granite's
give it greater
survivability-
invisibility as the alternative. So,
Yeah.
which could be
Yeah,
good.
it
too.
is. It is an amulet. You're right.
Okay. I guess I will use a higher level spell, third level spell slot, cast Lesser Restoration itself. I don't look ugly. And I will begin to cast Leave Tiny Hut. What did you want me to cast? Tell me.
No. I thought you were like almost out of spell slots during.
No, I'm
combat.
loaded.
What do you need, Krenet? Or sorry, what do you need?
Also, tiny
Aladar?
hut as a ritual means
Uh,
no slot, right?
Yeah.
I'm not used to such acts of charity without someone wanting something in return.
Do not ask him that. Do not ask him that. Earmuffs. Earmuffs.
Your friendship
No.
is good enough. Maybe less stuff with the
Oh.
demons. Maybe.
All right, I don't know what you're talking about.
Is there anything left of the god that would make a good trophy?
Hmm.
Like a foot. Like a necklace out of a
Um,
foot.
Let's see what would work. It's sort of random pieces. Like you could take a claw or a finger.
Ew, you're not gonna
or-
eat it, are you?
We'll absolutely take a finger and just sort of nonchalantly looking in the bag or looking at the body like it's just like a Frankenstein of fleshy parts, and like
Yeah.
pick one out. Nope, not that one. Pick another one out. Nope, not that one. The third one like is a little bit stuck, and so like wrench it out, and then like, yeah, that one. Just put it in a pouch.
Okay. Yeah, probably belonged to a troglodyte or something at some point.
Perfect.
All right. Let's see. Tech doing anything? He's just resting.
Yep. My
Guys.
eyes are back. It's time to take a nap.
Now I can close my eyes. It's like a bird. Just
Yeah.
Oh, it's
immediately
night.
thinks it's night. Oh, it's night now.
Put a little hood on Tick and goes right to sleep.
Oh,
He tries to
oh.
fight it at first, and then he falls asleep.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's scary.
He'll-
It's night.
Yeah, he fights you putting it on him, but then he calms down once.
Immediately limp like one of those cats where you put the thing on their neck.
Yeah.
His weird lizard brain in effect. All right. So Aladar pitches a tiny hut on this island. The caves are pretty quiet. You
I
can
wonder
hear
why.
Wonder.
distant dripping coming off of the ceiling somewhere. The what Kuotoa are left seem like they're going to give you a rather wide berth.
You killed their literal god. That's pretty fucked.
Stay, yeah.
Yeah, but it was like they just made it up. It's not a deep-seated appreciation.
Yeah, so you are able to safely complete a rest,
Excellent.
undisturbed on your little Gilligan's
Yay.
Island.
Long rest.
Horrific
Long
Do we get
Gilligan's
an
rest.
Island.
inspiring speech in the morning?
Shatter.
Maybe.
Yeah, what's Dimjil's?
If you're good enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say as everyone falls asleep, I think you guys might just hear like Dim Jill like sort of like whispering. She's not like talking to anyone, but quiet whispers. Found some like we're in a hut, so it's like a furnished apartment or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
A
however.
lot of beanbags. Like most bards have
Beanbag
nice live in tiny huts, but Aladar's looks like a cheap apartment a college kid would live in.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Like the '90s, like inflatable bubble chairs.
Yeah,
and
there's a
stuff.
lot of inflatable furniture.
Cool.
There's a
It's got that
hole in
one
the wall.
poster of the two girls kissing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pulp Fiction
Oh, man.
poster for sure.
Yeah. Maybe like a Rage Against the Machine album art
Yeah.
somewhere.
Oh yeah, Scarface poster.
Before going to bed, Krennet will store 2 Misty Steps and a shield in the Ring of Spell Storing.
And Tick, did you see the update to Tailspire with the new food items?
No, no,
Yeah,
I did not.
There's some new food items.
There's
I think
apple pie, I think.
there's a pie, there's a turkey, there's a couple other food.
Well, the turkey is a
yeah,
a person.
it's a real turkey.
It's a real turkey. Oh yeah, there's a cornucopia.
Yeah, that's what it was. The cornfield. Which is funny because I would have expected that one to actually already be in game.
Yeah, where's the pie?
I forget. I'm trying to find out what the list is. Store page is it? Do they have updates in store page? Yeah.
It should just be on like the
Oh, here it
Tailspire
is.
page.
26 plus 1.
Yeah. So turkey, mini, apple mimic, mini. That one's terrifying, actually.
Yeah.
Oh wow, 26. Okay, so.
Huh? Did they miscategorize this? Where the fuck is it?
Apple pie.
I can't find the apple pie.
2.
Two snowmen kissing. Cranberry sauce can.
2. Fuck. Okay.
Well, during this long rest, I would show the cup to Brendan and ask if he sees anything magical. And
Yeah, look at that apple pie, dude. That's awesome.
Okay, I will
Yeah, that's sweet.
ritually cast Identify
That's so useful.
on the thing.
Copper cup.
What's the cranberry sauce look like? Or the box?
A
I know.
can of
Oh, it's
ocean
probably-
spray.
I know why those are in.
It literally looks like a can of ocean spray cranberry sauce.
Oh,
It's
incredible!
very
That's
uncanny.
my favorite kind. I love
Candy,
like
you
the
son of a
more like the
bitch.
can, the more it
Son-
looks like the can, the better.
Oh no, the can, not
Oh,
the
I
not
just
the can
realized
innards.
the
There's the actual
snowman.
can.
Yeah, I just realized the snowman is
Oh.
in that picture.
Oh, is it this one? I
Yep.
think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that
I love
literally is ocean spray.
I love the sliced steaks of jellied cranberry sauce. It's my favorite. It's so like awful and amazing.
Dude, it's
People-
so good
some
on
people prefer
sandwiches.
it, man.
Post
So good.
Thanksgiving.
I do actually. I don't love the relish. I hate the relishes. I love that little jelly can.
Give me that
Give me that.
jelly.
And then like don't fuck it up, man. Make it look like the can. Don't hurt it. Don't mix it up.
Kai, I will ritually cast Identify on the goblet. Is that what it is?
You will notice that
Bikers?
there's already been ale poured into it.
Some mysterious liquid in it.
So depending on
Yeah.
depending on what Tick was doing in the morning, the leadership boost that Dim Jill is going to do is going to be based on some sort of like homesteading advice, about like how to make your own granola from, she wouldn't say
Oh
leftovers.
no, not another granola fanatic.
It's like go buy like a fresh bread and then you go let it dry out and then you can
Are
like make
you
granola and stuff.
Making croutons, homemade
Are you
croutons.
making fun of me right now? Is my occupation a joke to you?
No. What I'm saying is, if you were to go, like, she's doing the
Yes.
homesteading, and like, hey, what sounds fun and quaint, and I'm going to go do that, but I'm going to go buy everything. It's less of a like, don't get rid of anything. It's more of a, oh, I want to make that, and I don't have those because I don't do that, so I'll go buy them, and then get into the state of sort of like leftovers.
Uh,
It's like it's those people, those influencers that are like, they look quaint and humble
Uh-huh.
and like, oh, like they're really like roughing it, but no, they actually make millions of dollars, and that's
yeah,
all.
because they're sponsored by Big Granola or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, give me a D&D themed Pinterest fun. No.
I'm trying to think of
You know
like,
what? With
there's this lady I found out who's like in Oklahoma, and she owns a bunch of like Native American like land that was taken from them.
oh
But she's
yikes.
got her own TV show, and she makes the worst steak sandwiches, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
That's the real atrocity, not the Indian land thing.
No, it's just like,
Making
why is
bad
she
steak
out
sandwiches.
here with a TV show when she shouldn't have any right doing any of that stuff? And
Yeah.
you know, come to think of it,
Massacring
a lot of other
food.
things to apologize for. It's that sort of like, what are you doing?
Yep.
You're doing to food what people did to the
Yeah, the
Indians.
recipe's fine. The food tastes good.
Yes, you're able to ritually identify it. It has no magical properties. It is just a copper cup.
Cup of holding.
I don't know how to tell you this, man, but it appears to. I could have fucked up, but this is really just a cup.
The
Oh,
cup holder
Maybe we
holds
should
anything
detect
as long
magic
as
or
it's a cup.
something on it, but
I think it's magic. That's
No,
enough
it's
for me.
magic.
I mean, it could be your special cup, and maybe that will make it magical. Maybe your legend will be writ onto the cup if you drink out of it enough. The cup could be your legacy.
The magic
Oh,
was
God.
in you the whole time,
Sounds
Aladar.
like
That's all I
Panda.
am.
Don't
I'm
paint
gonna die
eyes
down
out.
here. All of you left in my name is this copper cup I stole from some children.
I'm not saying that's all your legend will have. I mean, there are legends out there that have multiple items, whole armor sets. The cup could just be part of that.
Like a bunch of Star Wars Taco Bell cups.
Yeah, just like that.
Bartok leans over to Krennet
amazing.
and just says quietly, "You are very kind to him."
Of all of the people in this
Oh,
group,
by the way,
I have
boys,
known
I have
Aladar the
I have a
longest.
hard exit time of midnight tonight.
Okay.
All right.
He and I go back. As far as anyone else, I am still friends with in Waterdeep. And
I helped him bury a
he-
body once.
Did you know this body? Makes a big difference.
You know
Credit
everybody
did, but
that you
Aladar
bury.
didn't. Oddly enough.
I should point out too, something that I reviewed in the rules that I've been overlooking for a super long time. Speaking of ritual identify, is that you don't need to have that ability to identify items. Just anybody over the course of a long rest can sort of study an
Yeah.
item without attuning to it. That's not a requirement.
Neat.
And just deduce its properties.
Interesting. That does seem a little broken.
But Krennic
though.
can do it in 10 minutes.
It does seem a little broken, and yeah, identify just lets you do it faster.
Yeah, it lets you do it not in a short rest. So if it's something you want to
long
solve
rest,
right now,
Yeah.
You couldn't do it in a short rest, but you could do it
Yeah.
in a long rest
Yeah.
without attuning to it.
But anyway, just something to point out.
Ooh.
All right. You
Get that
guys
boat.
wake up all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and
Bartok still have the thing and the teeth.
I was gonna say,
Bartok, you awake, kind of bleary-eyed, staring at like the moon hanging over you, and then your eyes sort of focus, and you realize like, oh no, that's just my lure on my head.
yes,
It seems that
still got it.
yeah, the metamorphosis is at least somewhat permanent.
Oh,
Okay,
can't take
here's
him
a
into town
question.
like this.
Does being able to, he can see in darkness, does having a bright light in front of his face like obstruct that?
No,
No.
not
Okay.
really. It would it'd probably be a little annoying, but
Yeah. Okay.
and
Good. Good.
you haven't figured out how to turn it off if you needed to hide.
Mm.
um but yeah, I'll just to put it in more concrete game terms, we'll say it illuminates um dim light in a 10-foot radius around you.
Perfect. As we are packing things up, Bartok will be making vaguely constipated faces, trying to figure out if he can, in fact, turn it off.
Let's see.
Why not
If you're
try
going
like
to
a
push
hat?
that, make sure you do it in the water.
Oh, the corner. Why didn't I think of that? Um. Hmm. What kind of? Let's have Bartok roll just a Constitution check.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
As he focuses.
16?
So that's a 13 without your proficiency. All right.
Yes.
16. Focusing hard on it, you get it to dim slightly. Like it sort of it dims a bit, and then as soon as you stop like
You shit
straining,
yourselves.
it
I was gonna say, it looks like a toddler pooping.
it illuminates again. Yeah,
Precisely.
he's just got that look on his face.
Okay. Well,
But you're on the right track. He's
I
learning to
hope you
master
did
his
not
new
bring
abilities.
me for my sneakiness.
And hey, maybe if you dunk your head in the water, you'll be able to catch some fish.
Let's not go
All
too
right.
crazy.
So
Did-
we were originally going this way because Dimjeel was supposed to get a gosh darn boat.
I brought the gosh darn boat back.
Oh, did she go and get it and bring it back? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just say it's over here.
And
I got
I
back, and then
tell
I got back, and Aladar had all this newfound wealth. I don't know where he got it from.
I stole
He's
from some
wet.
kids.
That's awful.
that sounds
Well, kids that
like
were
it
trying to kill
tracks.
us. So how about that?
Did they wound you?
Still awful.
Personally,
Still bad.
Oh,
Let's see here. Krennet will let Rizrael know via Sending Stone that
I'm still pretty.
Yes, he will use
Who's
the
Rizrael?
first 3 words of his sending spell to say, "I'm still pretty,"
Who's Rizrael?
and then the rest.
Totally nothing disfiguring happened.
The rest of it will say that the immediate area around Sargoth clear. Friendly Etten. Speak giant, give job. Heading deeper into Sargoth River Cave. I don't know how much. Yeah. So I'll be under actual words, but that should at least let her know that it's safe enough to
concise.
send something
Give
down here.
giant head job.
No, not quite. Jibber jabber have jibber job. Okay.
I mean, think of the physical labor that an Etten could do compared to her current workforce.
You're borderline thinking about slavery right there.
I'm
What
not
would
saying
you
that
give
she
them?
shouldn't pay him.
I don't think she pays her current workforce.
They seem very happy. Every rat we have talked to has not complained at all. None of them have been like, "Oh, I haven't eaten in days."
Yeah, don't introduce them to the concept of currency and like
Alright, she
free
has
will and all that
rats
kind of stuff.
working for her.
The were rats?
Oh,
Half of her
rat.
military might?
Where rats? That's different.
Where
Your
is the
rats?
pay coming from?
Rats?
Well,
Same
yeah,
were rats that tried to kill us, you know.
I imagine they turn back
Not
into
the
people.
same
I
game.
imagine they turn back into people, right?
I mean, if you think halflings
Persons?
are people, yeah,
Things?
I guess.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Thank God Ham's not here to hear this. Dragging you in the water.
His real opinion comes out.
Yeah. Oops.
Did Dimjiel give her inspiring speech about?
Yeah, it's
Whatever.
whatever. I'm planning on like Tick making something for breakfast, but if not, like
Oh no.
it's
Tick
based on.
always
Mhm.
makes a little bit of something, especially
Okay.
after a long rest.
Yeah,
Well,
it's her speech is about how to use the leftovers.
assign
10 hit
your
Well, let's see.
HPs.
13.
This morning, let me look at my thing. Special food.
What are the specials on today's menu?
Yeah, I have
Canned
Tick.
cranberry.
Tick. Well, we've been dealing with a lot of seafood, right? So Tick creates a
If you want to go with that, sure, yeah.
Tick creates a little morning of a little not jug. What am I thinking of?
Carafe?
Pitcher?
We'll go with pitcher because I feel like it's funnier. Tick makes a small pitcher of fisheye soup,
Oh,
but they're
nasty.
very specific eyes from all the fish people we've been murdering.
Tick, where did
And-
you get this big tapioca?
It's like the size of his head.
Damn.
So Tick has a when he says pitcher, we're talking a kobold-sized pitcher, and it equals out to only 3 cups, enough for 3 people. So who wants them?
So it's like kanji.
I think Bartok probably should take one.
He is a hungry boy.
We got one more.
I'll eat
You
that.
don't eat it now though, right?
You don't need to eat it. You can use it.
Oh, these are the treats.
Yeah, these are the treats.
Awesome.
Are we the tasty treats?
Over a short rest, we can do as many people as we want to get extra bonuses to our proficiency, or not proficiency, our health point dice. But after a long rest, we get treats that we can utilize as an action. I think it's an action. Yeah.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Oh no, it is a bonus action. So
I'm
you can use a bonus action to get temporary hit points, which is my proficiency, which is +3. So
I think
assuming there isn't a valiant speech being given that gives us a shit ton of temporary HP.
No,
can
there
use these
absolutely
whenever.
will be, but it's definitely going to be about like how to make like a humble like breakfast, like a sort of like a country breakfast, poor breakfast. But it's using ingredients you're not going to fucking find at Safeway or like Wegmans
Right.
or anywhere else. It's like you very
Yeah, so-
like you have to go to like a different store for each ingredient, you know. But it's all about like I'll teach you about where it comes from, and you know these guys who had stayed like someone who stayed with us shared this recipe with me, but I feel like it's better if I use these ingredients instead.
So for practical purposes, you guys, whoever takes them, you have a bonus action to get 3 temporary HP. It's
Awesome.
probably more prudent to just keep those in your inventory until your temporary HP from Dimagio runs out.
Yeah, just use them like a potion or whatever.
Yeah. Or after a fight or whatever, you know. Because Dimagio can do it once. What? Every long rest?
I think
Very
every
short
I'll check.
rest.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah.
Well, you know, if you find yourself in
You got 'em
combat
to use.
having a bonus action,
Just
you know,
suck-
pop those
suck-
and get
suck
3
down
temporary
that
HP.
Fish eye, huh?
Yep.
It's only you know, a cup, a mug's worth of fisheye soup.
Why is it only eyes?
I don't know
It's
how
in an M&M minis container.
Ham 3 is going to balance on the boat without capsizing it.
Can he walk on the bottom? Along
You
with
know
it?
what?
Just put 'em in
I'm
the,
just looking at this, and hear me out. And I know I said this last week that this is some bullshit. But what if I had him just get on Tensor's floating disc?
No, what about the hole?
Oh, that could work. I mean, yeah, the hole also works.
You can just get
That
in
is
the
a cheap travel
Okay,
option.
we'll
This doesn't
we'll have
pull
him
a
get in the
lot.
hole.
Get in the storage
Or
unit.
he can totally walk on the bottom.
I mean, there's the rapids and
unimpeded.
shit. I don't know. We'll just have him get in the hole.
Like in
Okay.
Pacific Rim.
Get
Don't
in the storage unit.
reference that movie to me.
It's so cool, but it's so
It's-
dumb.
I just
It's-
rewatched it, and it doesn't hold up.
It's just the ladder. It's just dumb. I'm sorry. I can't.
Okay,
I
so
love it
there's
so much.
one,
So many
two,
people had to die
4,
because
5.
people wouldn't use swords.
I can water walk, so I don't need to get on.
Oh,
that.
true. Yeah, a couple of you guys can water
So
walk.
can
Okay, so yeah,
I.
there's.
I make taking on the
Alan
raft.
immediately touches to the bottom.
Oh god.
I can swim
Uh-oh.
faster than I can
Uh-oh.
walk, apparently.
No, no.
He's done.
But I
Oh
can-
no, he's done it. Oh, okay.
But I can
Okay.
swim. I can swim. I can fight.
All right. And so where are you headed on this raft?
We are heading. Okay. All right. Hear me out. I'm sorry that I'm doing this, but like,
Again.
I tell the group about everything I saw using the arcane eye, going
Yep.
the way we think the drow went, which is an hour down the Sargoth to the
Yeah, an hour traveling
southeast.
slowly, mind you. The eye doesn't move very fast.
Yeah. That is one of how many? Is there only other? Is there only one other exit of Sargoth? I have no idea where the other way leads, but is it true that the flow of the river goes to the southeast?
Yeah.
And then it is an hour downriver by arcane eye before I even saw any semblance of settlement, which was just a light, and it was farther than I could reach it before my sight vanished. And there are rapids, at least 2 sets of rapids between here and there.
Yeah, so it'll take some navigating.
What are you getting at?
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're down.
Is
You
it
don't
rule
mind
number
getting
1 of
wet?
D&D, beware the water?
I think you guys have sufficiently.
Okay, beware running water.
Yeah. So, who is aboard the raft? I know Aladar is walking.
Krent is aboard the raft.
I want to walk too.
Brennet, Bartok.
I make
Timgil?
ticket on.
But I want to walk.
I like
guy
the
may be
fucked up
cool.
Shutterstock.
Fine. I won't walk. I'll swim.
She doesn't move her arms either. She just points like that.
She's
I
like
use my-
Superman flying through the water.
I use my cloak of the manta ray. I go under. Because the water's safe for
Ah.
once.
Yeah. Okay, so it sounds like the raft is like only needed
Just
for two
for the
two people.
robot?
Robot's not even on it. Robot's in the hole on Tick.
Yep, he's in Tick's hole.
Yeah, but it's probably safer we
Wow.
don't overload the raft too.
That's why I didn't want to get on it.
Yeah.
Well, I figured
Um,
you would be a pillow if Credit falls. We can't let his head get down.
Okay, so just to expedite the process of navigating the rapids and figuring out how the heck you're gonna like get down these little like waterfall areas and things. Those of you on the raft, you're gonna make a group athletics check.
See, it's a good thing only
Huzzah.
you and Bartok are on it, actually.
Okay, group athletics. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, that's the
Athletics.
strength one, right?
Boop.
Yep.
8.
Yeah, because each of you will have like a guiding pole, you know, to kind of.
And I get to roll with advantage. 17.
Okay.
I'm a wizard.
He says a second before capsizing and getting a mouthful of water.
I'm a wizard, which means I'm a huge nerd and can't swim.
No, you mostly thanks to Bartok. Krenit has a hell of a time trying to guide the raft, but Bartok does most of the work. And you guys safely navigate downriver. There
I
are a few
always
bumps.
row on the same side as you, right?
You're just going and spinning in circles as you careen down the rapids. Some kind of insane top. Yeah, there are a few bumps along the way, but you're relatively unscathed. You other guys, even though you're like walking / swimming, there are rapids and waterfalls and things that you have to navigate. So each of you just give me a solo athletics to.
Well, if I'm walking on it, could it be arguably acrobatics?
I guess you still have to tend with like the falls and things though.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. So
I'm
so you're saying-
swimming.
So athletics.
So you'd be kind of
And one with
Yeah.
the water.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you. Oh, thank God. Barge, baby. That's right.
unless you're gonna use like spells or something to make it easier.
I would be
With
ready to cast
disadvantage and a
fly
negative
if
2,
something
no
bad was going to
12.
happen to me.
Yeah.
So, but
Okay.
I don't want to save it if I don't have to.
Okay.
I got 14 with
That's
disadvantage.
even with disadvantage, that is
That's
crazy.
not bad.
Yeah.
Disadvantage on it? Jeez.
Yeah.
How frail are you?
Well, hold on. That might be
Very
because
frail.
I have a shield in my hand. Hold on a
You're
second.
like the children of a Russian czar.
Yeah, it's because I had a shield in my hand. I had disadvantage, so it it could just be 14, I suppose.
Why wouldn't you just put it away?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Okay. So Tick is the only one who didn't succeed. At a certain point, you misjudge how fast some water is moving, get swept down some rapids and over a small waterfall.
He drowned.
I just have a stereotypical Disney death.
This is taking 2 damage as you get some bumps and bruises on the way down.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, but after not quite an hour, because you guys are making a little bit faster progress than
It's
the
fine.
eye.
It's fine. It's fine.
You spot a light at the end of the tunnel.
That's the light that I saw before. I
don't
bought
understand.
Granite a little Christmas present. Granite now has physical dice for no reason.
Ooh.
What?
Granite has physical dice. Like I bought dice that I was like, those look like Granite dice, and I bought them, and now I own them. And
That's not weird. I had physical dice for Dimgil.
James, you get me, and I get you. Also, now I need to get a physical standee for Granite, so I'll have to get the STL file and have you print it out.
Yeah, I can do that. I have that. Like, I'm gonna like when my characters die, just retire them with a set of dice.
Yep.
Nice.
That's like
I was gonna buy the bronze, like the bronze cast of Granite if he ever
Ugh.
died. I was gonna spend $99.
Jesus.
Ugh.
Hey, I've been playing it for 2 years.
I
Like
mean,
that's
yeah, it's fair. And like you build an
it's
entire
cheaper than a
pyramid
tattoo.
in your backyard to house his remains and like his loved ones and all of his stuff.
Yep. Someday, hopefully, I'll play Old Man Granite, who's forgotten all about these Undermountain adventures, and I'll be able to roll physical dice. for Old Man
He's
Granite.
at the nursing home.
I've
Uh,
forgotten
there
all
isn't
my
one.
spells.
Sure thing, Grandpa. I
Still
was
trying to-
underwater deep once. Uh-huh.
Impress Rizaril.
I was really cool.
Back in my day.
Just
I had a
Oh,
beautiful
shit,
old
dude.
friend.
After
gotta-
all these
better, baby.
months and months and months, okay.
Oh, what a lovely fucking place. Holy shit.
Guys, I just want to point people to the Discord real quick
So
because
happy
this
to
is
not
the
be
first
in,
level where we have some information about this already upon arrival.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, true.
Where?
You guys did learn
Go
some
to
stuff.
handouts.
There's a fucking bear over there, by the way.
Yeah, you see
Yay!
along the
Underground
shore
forest.
in the distance several bears along the shore.
Tell them to
Although,
leave.
yeah, let's.
We own this land now.
Hey, you get out
That's
of here! They're going
The
through a dumpster.
River of Depths connects the 4th and 5th levels of Undermountain,
Yeah.
skirting the edges of vast caverns filled with trees, shrubs, birds, and other animals,
How
and
come I'm not seeing it?
sunlight. An entire forest, as real as any found on the surface, waits to be explored. But an archdruid protects it.
hmm.
And explorers traveling downriver have seen a huge green dragon as well, perched on a tower near a bridge that spans the river. Just be aware of a bridge because we have heard this rumor before.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
see
has
that. Okay.
been some time, but you did learn about this after asking around in, I think, the Yawning Portal.
Yeah, I think this was the barkeep gave us this little bit of information.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So as the river widens a bit, leading into uh, this what appears to be forest. Yeah, there's. It seems like there's sunlight spilling down from above. You
Wow.
can hear birds chirping.
Where's the sunlight coming from?
What the
Well,
hell
the sky
is
looks
this?
very realistic. It you can see like a bright spot through sort of like the overcast clouds, um, where the sun would be. Although you know that certainly this must not truly be on the surface. You know, you're too deep underground for that to be true. Um, this seems wholly magical in nature.
Does it feel warm?
Yeah, it's like a nice, maybe warm, uh, spring. That kind of like spring turning into summer kind
Uh,
of temperature.
uh,
Um,
I have to imagine that as impressive as other displays of magic have been earlier in the dungeon, this gets Krennic's attention.
hmm,
Well,
This is no doubt Hallister's work, and this level of magic is inconceivable if it was his handiwork.
it is impressive. And yeah, you see, you can see some birds, if kind of flitting back and forth through the trees. Um, and you can see like fish in the river, and you can see bears along the shore, several of them. Um, and at first, it looks like yes, some brown bears or whatever they are, whatever variety, probably trying to snag some fish. But watching them for a moment, you notice that they are all standing perfectly still.
Hmm.
We sh-
I
we
I,
should
w- I wave
I
it.
would like to cast Speak with Animals,
Oh, you got that?
if possible.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
I,
Uh,
I have an alternative if that doesn't work out.
all right.
I was gonna roll to see if birds are real.
Are birds
Nope,
real?
they're all cameras. For the Waterdeep
They
government.
haven't been real since 1987, buddy.
Yeah, they've all been replaced.
So for the first time in a day, Bartok is suddenly a little bit embarrassed of his appearance, because he takes so naturally to the Ursine, but he casts Speak with Animals and then just says, "Hello, friends. How fares?"
Ye-
Are you
Bartok calls.
speaking it? Are you speaking in bear?
Oh yeah, I speak a little bear.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
absolutely what he is doing. He says that to the bears, and everyone on the boat just hears.
Yeah, he's special. Okay.
You got to pull your pants down and just go Pooh Bear.
The
Oh no.
the bears, uh, at least the closest one is the only one you can kind of make out its expression. it doesn't acknowledge you. It doesn't respond.
I'm gonna get a little closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
let's
you guys can move.
beach the raft
Yeah, you
as
can move
close
up.
as we can to this sandbar by the bear.
Yeah, yeah.
Krennet
He
ain't
can't
afraid of
move
no
you
Bear.
guys,
bear.
and the
Range on this 30 feet.
bear fucker.
Bear fucker. I gotta get within 30 feet to do the
Where
thing I
bear?
want to do.
There bear.
All
I
right,
gotta
there
get
we
to
go.
like here, and I'm gonna cast Animal Friendship.
Okay. Well, so as you approach and you get pretty close to like look at what this bear is doing. Mm, it is totally still. It is so
Oh,
still. It basically looks like it's dead.
Is
Mm.
it like a statue?
You,
I won't
you're not
cast Animal
sure. It
Friendship.
looks.
Can I cast Medicine to see what killed it?
I
You,
throw a rock at it.
Cast
I was
medicine.
gonna say I want
Yeah,
to
we
cast
cast-
prestidigitation and make a fart noise by Aladar.
Why? How
Krennet will
dare
begin
you.
ritually casting detect magic over
Mastered
here
the art of standing so
after
still.
asking
We
Tick
think he's
to
dead.
unveil the hole so that Ham 3 can emerge.
While Krennet is doing that, so we talked about beast sense being able to target a willing beast is something that is immobile and non-responsive, like falling
Prob-
under.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not willing.
Probably not. No.
Well, is it like paralyzed? Like paralysis?
Yeah, you guys approach enough to check it out, and yes, this bear is definitely dead, and it looks taxidermied
Oh God.
and set up perhaps much like the other ones downriver to appear like it's doing something lifelike.
Huh.
What druid would allow this?
But you can see that it's sort of oddly lumpy.
Lumpy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like
That Mac.
like the stuffing. There's something wrong with yeah.
I'm gonna. Hey, Bartok, pull out that stuffing.
Oh wait. Oh no.
Oh,
Tick's
I
under
fucked
the level.
myself up.
Hang on.
Also, go retrieve Tick. He seems to have dug himself underground.
Oh God.
Wait.
I
Throw
can
Tick
get
at it.
I can get Tracy to go over there and poke at the bear.
Wait a minute. Well, it's not moving, right?
It's not moving.
No.
Can I inspect
It's just
it
like
to
the
see-
there's a gentle breeze that's sort of like ruffling its fur just a little bit, but that's it.
Can I check or inspect to see if the bulges looks like there's something like inside of it that's causing that?
Yeah, you want to roll investigation?
Sure. Tick pulls out the
He's got
the
his
old-
his
the eyes of
magnifying
minute
glass
seeing.
thing. Yeah.
Let me take a closer look. That's a 21.
Nice.
Let's see. Yeah, it seems like whatever is inside of it is protruding in strange ways, like maybe and you can poke at it if you want to get a better idea.
I pick up
Not
a stick
Okay.
and poke at it.
It makes like a faint like clacking sound, like whatever's inside is like sticks or bones or something.
Ew.
The other thing that you guys noticed, kind of taking in your surroundings on the shore here, is that there are the forest floor. If as you're like looking back, into the grass as it kind of turns into a thicket, is littered with various bones, rusty weapons, perhaps some torch stubs. maybe bits of other ruined equipment here and there. It hanging from low branches in the trees are crude, eerie totems that seem to depict humanoids of different descriptions, but they appear to be made out of like twigs and feathers and tattered pieces of clothing and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's not cryptic and fucked up, is it?
Tick is gonna pull out his claws and make a small incision on one of the globs.
Shing!
Globules.
Okay. Cutting into this taxidermy bear, you find that the stuffing that was used to fill its cavity are just uh, a, 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 an array of humanoid bones.
Oh God.
Oh,
What'd you
Clearly
find?
not all belonging to like one thing. These are not, these aren't like bear bones or anything. It's
I found a new type of bear.
yeah, it seems
This
like
is not right.
Is there?
someone has just packed this thing full of humanoid
Oh.
remains.
Okay.
Well, let's get back out of here. I don't think Rotherham came this way. Start pushing the raft up back upstream.
Tick, could you unfurl
Rotharm
the
takes off
hole
his bear disguise.
Unfurl it?
so
Oh,
that
'cause you're
Ham
taking
3
Ham
could?
out.
Oh.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Ah, thank you,
Tick
sir.
does it.
But now the question is, are those real bones? If we only had a person that could do that.
Well, Kai, I feel like I would be negligent in not doing what I'm about to do.
A real bones check?
Fireball on the bear.
I would like to cast Arcane Eye.
I'm thinking a nice fireball. Perfect. Just
Do you want Tick and Bartok in there as well?
Yeah, why not?
No.
The fireball explodes the bear and then sends bone shrapnel, killing everyone in a
killing the
giant
entire
radius.
party.
Yeah.
And as we look down the coast, here, or not the coast, but the riverbank,
Yeah.
these other bears look like they are in similar condition, correct?
Full of
Yes.
human bones.
Are
Okay.
they scarecrows?
Krennet will read the
Probably.
sign back here,
Maybe.
and then
Kinda.
we'll start working on the Arcane Eye. But let's read
Um,
what the sign says back here.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, I may have missed a detail.
You're sending the mech with it? Oh, wait.
No, I'm just reading the sign.
Credits
that's
back there too.
back-
Yeah. Where
Send the
is?
arcane eye to read it. You can say that
Right.
if you're reading this, you're dead.
Well, we're just like right here, you know. Like, while you guys are poking at the
If you're
bear,
reading
Krennet could
this.
have easily come back here and been like, "Oh, there's a sign. What does it say?"
No,
yeah.
I can't read. Not well.
Oh.
At least.
Uh,
Not true. I'm a great reader. I just want the ladies to think I'm some sort of nerd. Why Tick never gets laid.
Because he reads.
Yeah.
I thought it was because there was a distinct
Aroma?
sort of lack of kobolds in Waterdeep.
Oh, no.
Except
no.
for the sewer system, and we don't really take Tick to the sewers.
Ladies love them. You know, like those little dogs they carry around in their purse.
Yeah, yes, they love him in the way that they love a teacup poodle or a
But a
tiny
teacup
chihuahua.
poodle they could have sex with.
Well, that's what he would want. But
Yeah.
that's not how they see it.
I think you'd be surprised.
That's
The
how they
nobles are
should
into
see
weird
him. I'm not
shit.
saying
Um,
he is well hung for a teacup chihuahua.
my God.
I
Moving
mean,
on
his
from
his
this conversation.
Hey, what's the
his,
sign
his
say?
flap can't hide everything. You know.
So the
I
sign.
love talking about Tick's dong.
Yeah. You know, it's there's a reason he waddles the way that he does. You know,
You know that's
he
a
can only
tail,
move
right?
25 feet in a turn. There's a reason for that.
5 feet of drag.
I think he has 30, doesn't he? It's one of those
Yeah.
things that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
He's fast.
Okay, so This is a
Not a
yeah,
sign.
as depicted, a wooden sign stuck in the ground.
Area
with-
under construction.
Not quite, but it is the same message transcribed in several languages.
Keep off
Um,
the grass.
Kind
Do
of.
not cut open the bears.
Don't touch the fucking bears. They're on loan from I don't know, the Necromancer Louvre or something. In Common, Draconic, and Elvish is written, "Behold Willow's Wood. Harm not, lest ye be harmed."
Hmm.
And Credit reads
Okay.
that in Elvish and Common.
I read
And
it in Common and
goes-
Draconic.
Right. Does this say what I think it says? I mean, I just want to make sure it's not fucking with us. But does it say this is Willow's Wood and that we shouldn't harm it lest we be harmed? Is that what you read here?
It says Aktaglag Bagrar.
Very helpful.
Okay. All right.
What the?
And Krenit closes his eyes, and off goes the arcane eye into the woods.
Okay.
I'm gonna
And
post up in this
weaves amongst the
corner.
trees like a little speeder bike from the unnamed story.
Yes.
I'm gonna attempt to
Um,
meditate. That's what I'm gonna do.
meditate.
Yeah, very
Uh,
Aladar like, but he knows that if this is a druid area, he might be able to learn something by meditating.
Interesting.
So I don't think there's anything that it sees in this immediate area here. Right?
Let's see. So
I
yeah,
can't tell 'cause of the
as
tree cover.
hang on, where is the eye's like way over there. Okay. So in this first section of woods, that it seems like it's slightly separated from other parts downriver by tall cliffs. Lasers.
Hey,
Yeah, the woods get extremely dense pretty rapidly as you leave the water's edge. Very, very thick underbrush. Lots of thorny thickets and things. Um, the the thing that catches your eye here, though, is at sort of the edge of the wood. Over here, you spot a tombstone, a grave
Is
marker.
that-
Huh?
is that fresh?
You can go look at it.
Pepperoni and sausage?
We will look at it later. I don't want to waste the arcane eye's time because we have a lot of map.
I get it.
Do we think it's Rothar? Do we need to go look? They wouldn't have buried him with a tombstone. I'm just saying.
Maybe.
We got to know him on the way here. He's a really cool guy.
Well, it's possible he got free and got killed, and maybe the druids found him and buried him. You know?
All right. The arcane eye will spend valuable move time.
I mean, you don't have to. I'm just throwing out a possibility.
Arcane eye.
I can't see through these trees to save my life. I
Arcane
need the
eye.
light.
All right. So the arcane eye comes up and shrinks down to the level so that it can read what's on the tombstone.
Okay. Let me see.
Your teeth
this-
guy buried here.
It does look pretty old. Surprisingly weathered. As if this place experiences like seasonal changes and things. And through the sunlight piercing the dense canopy, you read, "Here lies Chrisen, human friend and companion."
Chrisen,
Uh,
you will be the
yeah.
first one to be resurrected to Krenit's undead army.
Whoa.
Sorry, Dark thoughts. All right.
And yeah, on the top of the gravestone, there's a decoration carved in the shape of a rose.
A rose. Like. All right. Uninterested, the arcane eye goes back to the path that it was on and
As
turns
the
the
eye is
corner.
uninterested.
Sorry, looking up, like at the cliffs or like how this wall on this side here. Is it just does this go all the way up to the apparent ceiling?
Yes.
Okay.
I think there's probably a number I can give you, but yeah, it rises pretty far up, towards the sky, and then sort of it appears like it disappears into like clouds or something. Um, but it seems like it does actually bump up against like the roof of a cave or something.
Well, all
Sort
right.
of
So
sort of like
Yeah.
what's it
I
called?
mean, all the same.
the arcane eye
Chilling show.
rounds the corner and
Over
sees
7,000 children.
spiders and
Over
ettercaps.
7,000 children
Yeah.
have been slaughtered by Israel.
What is?
This is unacceptable. What happened to human rights?
No.
What happened to
Fuck
democracy?
is that?
There's like a
Dim
TV
Jill-
show
Dim
coming
Jill.
through James.
Huh?
You see any of
Real speaking tongues.
All right. So
Yeah.
the arcane
So,
eye
yeah, you
rounds the
see-
corner.
Sorry, I was on mute.
Well, you were on mute, but other stuff was coming through your mic.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it sounded like a TV was on or something.
Weird.
Yeah. The Arcane Eye spies a thickly webbed section of forest with several giant spiders and ettercaps, perched in the
Can
treetops.
Someone
various
send
places.
me or put in chat what an ettercap looks like so I don't have to actually look for one.
It's pretty close to what those guys look like. They're sort of a
Oh.
spider-like humanoid.
Okay. But all right, yeah. All right. Not worried about
It's
spiders
a little
by
less
themselves.
beetle-looking, perhaps.
As long as it's just spiders and ettercaps.
Pretty hot,
Oh,
I
yeah.
would say.
Yeah,
Look at
they're
that
like a
finger.
uniboob, right?
They got two
Okay.
big boobs. One
Well,
low
a belly
boob.
boob,
Lower
a
big
belly and a
boob
boob.
and-
One belly, one boob.
One might use the word shapely.
I bet they give good back scratches.
They're
Like Grimace.
two giant claws.
Yeah, it's just a
and looking
grimace.
at this wall here, and
Yeah, there is
um,
one end of the wall
oh
section
my god, okay,
connects with kind of the ettercap forest, and then yeah, it sprawls in several directions. It's pretty ruined. Looks like it's been here for a pretty long time.
does Krennet recognize the boat?
The boat.
Does the boat look familiar? Because Krennet has definitely seen the drow boat previously.
Oh yeah,
Does this look like the drow
that
boat?
was no. Krennet saw the drow rafts. This is a proper like a rowboat.
Interesting.
Fucking-
You also spy along the water's edge on the cliff side a few signs that are sort of posted every few hundred feet.
Dim Jill, what are you doing?
Where is Dimjil?
Swimming?
Oh, just swimming.
Be yourself.
Oh yeah, I do. What?
He loves to tread water.
Yeah, the signs, like, yeah, I don't know. There's one like over here or something. Wait, what languages do you speak?
Uh, Common, Elvish, and I believe Infernal. Hold on a sec.
And under French. Like under common French, but together.
Abyssal.
Abyssal.
Abyssal Common Elvish.
Right. Okay. You do not recognize this language. There is something scrawled on the sign and an arrow pointing downriver.
Down meaning to the south?
Like the way that you're going, yeah.
Okay.
The following the flow of the river.
Okay.
Also, looking downriver, you pretty clearly spot a bridge
I'm going to be looking for a
connected to
green
a
dragon.
small
That's really why I cast this
fort.
spell, is so that I could come this way
Okay.
and see if I could find a green fucking dragon.
Well, yeah, you might not be able to see it from the eye's vantage point there, but getting closer to the bridge, you do spy a sleeping that's sort of curled up atop a fort battlement, a sizable green dragon.
Great.
It seems to just be snoozing and soaking up some rays.
Okay.
That-
I will approach and look at the door / surrounding area that it's sitting on top of. And let me just look at Arcane Eye as a spell real quick. Because I think it's so small, it has a little squeeze through little property here. Sorry guys, this is just this will be informative later. I just have to eat up a bunch of time.
Well, we can also, like, I know that it only lasts a little while. We can also stagger it.
It lasts an hour.
Yeah, but for the
Hey,
sake
better
of
safe than sorry.
gameplay,
Yeah.
instead of scouting out literally the entire level, why don't we explore what you guys want to explore, and you can use the eye to scout in advance for those places.
Okay.
But yeah,
okay.
you do locate this dragon that you have heard of.
Is there any way to get into the inside of this little
Hmm.
readable? Just a red belt.
Vestibule.
No, there's like a
Oh, you're talking about
there's
the
a name for
dragon?
like a little hut on top of a
Like
crenellated section.
redoubt?
It
Redoubt?
just has to be like an inch. Like if this was like ruins or something, all I need is like an inch by an inch little
Or if
slot.
there's
for
like a
this
little hole that you can
little hole, yeah.
slip
Redoubt,
through.
right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll an investigation check. See if you can find
Okay, here we
one.
go. Investigation. That's why you become a wizard. 13.
He's a
Stupid
investigator.
wizard.
Yeah, you find a spot you can slip into to get. I'll just open the door. You're like, a door that is open. How convenient.
Oh my
Let me
god.
see. Just gotta find the place
The
that
folks
this
back
is.
home are never going to believe this.
What, a dragon has a horde? Never heard of such a thing.
Well, it's a real dragon now. I was actually kind of convinced that it was not a real dragon.
We got a hint that there was a
Ah.
fucking real dragon.
Yeah, but that hint could lie. I'm not,
Yeah, maybe Durnan's just making shit up.
A good font and
Somebody spent a lot on this. Yeah, the interior is mostly featureless except for the huge pile of money and stuff that is on the floor.
cash prizes.
Yeah, you'd estimate that there is several thousand gold in various coin.
We must kill the dragon.
With a few other little trinkets and scrolls and things kind of tossed in there.
You know how much
Nice.
beer we
Okay,
can
so
buy
I'll
with
leave
that?
the eye just over here by this boat, and we can just choose what to do from here.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
I'll let you
meditating.
kind of split up your eye movement. You don't have to use it
Did
all at once.
meditation yield anything?
Your meditation.
Or do I just
that's
fall
not like-
asleep because I lost focus?
Actually, that's really funny.
I have no
is this an
proficiencies
actual?
or spell. No, I have no skill. It's just kind of vaguely doing.
Okay,
it
it's not
in
an
attempt.
actual effect that you're trying to use.
No.
Um,
His actual goal is hopefully the Archdruid is a lady, and we'll see him meditating, and it will start a conversation.
Interesting.
That is
There it is.
legitimate. Yeah. What do you think? I'm doing something smart?
Huh. Well, since it's kind of an act, let's have you roll a performance check.
Performance.
Is me.
I don't know if Aladar knows how to meditate.
He knows how to
Give
perform
him a try.
like he should
know?
be meditating.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty good at faking it till he makes it kind of
Yeah.
melody.
Yeah, you think on things, you sit and ponder while you to stave off the boredom while you wait for Crinit to do some scouting, some preliminary scouting. Recon. You are not approached by any busty druids. But you also don't fall asleep.
Oh, it's just you guys.
The chirping is pretty nice though, just listening to like the birds and stuff.
Hey, what'd you find? Anything cool?
Hey, actually, Aladar, I have a question for you.
I have answers.
If I hypothetically found the grave of someone whose likeness if you were able to know and emulate, would give us an in to someone here in this area, is there a way for us to determine said likeness? Let's say you had a beloved cat and they miraculously appeared one day postpartum, post death. Yeah, not post birth. And you said, "Oh my God, Scribbles, you're back." Well, we might have an in. There is the grave of a beloved friend in the forest just up ahead, and if we could determine what that friend looked like in life, you, sir, would have an opportunity for a great disguise.
Unless they actually hate him.
Do you think that they use the term "good friend" ironically?
I mean, I've done it before. Good friend.
Good friend was not in quotes.
Oh. Well, let's check out this grave. Maybe we can rob it.
Well, that is gonna get us in trouble. It's fine. We will very carefully pitter patter through the forest.
Yeah, I'm being very careful
Grandmother's
to not
house we
step
go.
on anything.
Okay, well, that proves difficult. For as you move into the tall trees and thick underbrush, it moves underfoot, and it tries to wrap itself around your legs.
I hate it here already.
Before it does.
Roots and vines sort of like reach for you. I mean, you can cast fly to try to like get over this stuff.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let's do this, guys.
What about the rest of you?
Bartok's gonna draw his axe and get ready to mow the lawn.
Oh no. We warned you
Oh,
about the
God.
sign.
It did say "do not harm," didn't it?
Yeah.
It did.
Krenit will send Ham 3 back to the sign and will cast a level 3 fly on himself.
Okay.
Look at us,
I
we're
don't-
flying.
Dimgil's in the river, just kind of like
Bartok, stay back for now. Ham will stay back. Tick, you
You
should
do
learn
whatever
how
you
to
want.
fly.
If you get killed by plants, it'll be pretty hilarious.
He's like
No, it won't.
already getting strangled by them.
it's like
Well-
really awful. It's going down his throat.
Bart Simpson style.
All right.
Hmm.
In that case, Bartok goes back and is just sort of obsessively examining these bears. I mean, it's his totem animal, so he's just like deeply unsettled that someone would skin a bear and stuff it with random bones.
Not even their own.
These aren't even bare bones.
Yeah, they're not bare bones.
So the jungle's coming alive and grabbing us,
Yes.
or the forest.
Yeah.
you're
But the
stepping
sign
on it.
said "Do no harm."
Yeah.
Also, yes.
Hmm.
this do no harm and no harm will come to you, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
maybe the plants aren't actually going to hurt you. They're just going to grab you.
although it didn't quite say that. It said don't harm anything or else.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
There wasn't really a promise that you wouldn't be harmed at any point. Let's see. I need to figure out what is.
Krennic casts
Okay.
Animate Dead.
Ooh. Animate dead. Do you need to like be able to see the thing you're animating, or is it just sort of
Oh no.
Oh no, I don't think you do. Well, shit. It depends on the item or the spell. I think.
Okay, so
I just
Animate
gave
Dead
I'm going to
says
fly up if he's doing that. I'm going to put my.
I just
this
gave our
spell.
players like
Okay,
a
choose a
similar
pile of
thing.
bones or corpse of a medium small humanoid within range. Your spell imbues the target with a foul mimicry of life, raising it as an undead
I'm
creature.
going to recommend you don't do that.
I'm not doing it any harm.
I don't know. The one that was like close friend.
How else are we gonna know what it looked like in life?
I don't use,
I'm sorry.
like,
Do you have a better idea?
You have Speak with the Dead, don't you?
I do not actually.
Ugh.
Surprising.
What?
Must revive them. Cannot.
I didn't take it. I
Why is
haven't
it-
gotten to
wait,
speak.
wait,
You're like,
I haven't got to
listen,
speak a good spell.
Necromancer, are you?
The minute I do, and if I ever cast that spell, if Kai doesn't say the corpse regards you lifelessly,
Lifelessly.
I'm throwing in the towel. I don't have speak
Yeah.
with it.
The corpse does not know.
Is there anything I can discern from this flower on the ground?
Oh, wait a minute. I have a broom of flying. That's right.
Do.
True.
Yeah, get over here, Tick.
Tick, you
Yeah,
son
you
of
got to
a...
talk some sense into him. I'm trying.
Tick hops on his broom
All right.
and flies above the
Yeah.
stuff grabbing him.
Yeah, it's pretty much like, think of any dense forest you've ever been in. It's maybe like 2 to 3 feet of,
foliage,
bushes and undergrowth and stuff. That's like actively reaching towards you as you hover over it.
All right.
Hang on a sec.
Tick
There we
flies
go.
over. What's going on?
He wants to raise the dead. Something that we don't know.
Yeah, so it doesn't necessarily say that you have to see it. You do choose a pile of bones or a corpse. I think in this instance, maybe I'll allow it to affect, since you're pretty sure there's a corpse like right here.
It's really
What would
tempting,
be the
Kai, I'll be
point?
honest.
All it's gonna do is get grabbed by the forest.
See?
Yeah, but then we could pack clay onto its emptying otherwise face and then slowly carve away until we think we have something. I'm sorry, I'm having sick thoughts. Okay.
That's kind of a great idea, though. Put like clay people faces on
Is
skeletons.
this what you looked like?
This is what serial killers
I need to
do.
I need to
Jesus
imitate you
Christ.
using my hat of disguise.
Some
Do
crazy?
you guys know Crystal Skull vodka?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah. So a forensic scientist did just that. Like resculpted the face based on the
yeah.
skull.
Horrifying.
Yep. Absolutely terrifying.
What?
Can
Yes, Dick.
the forest that's coming alive and trying to grab us and all that stuff? How is the foliage reacting? Is it react to movement? Is it always moving and trying to grab? Is it like, because we're all flying, right? Is it like going after us in our general direction?
Yeah, it's sort of like it seems to have a general awareness of where you are.
Oh, even flying.
Yeah, so it's kind of reaching up towards you, but like, the vines and things can't quite actually get that high.
But it's not like they're always active. There's just where like we are, right?
Yeah, like as soon as you leave and get out of range, they sort of calm down and just like drop back to being still.
Okay. I don't have the spells that I want to use. Um, how high can I go?
Pretty high. Um, the cliffs reach up into what looks like clouds. Um, Probably, I don't know, 100 feet up.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It might
Um,
specifically say. Let me see.
and then the trees are just this lower dense area, right?
Yeah. And they vary in height, but some of them are quite large.
Son of a gun. I don't see a way around this. Oh, okay. Actually, Tick is going to perform a science experiment, being the scientist that he is.
Hmm.
He is going to dig into his bag of holding and pull out.
Yeah, the ceiling is about 100 feet high.
Okay.
Although you can't actually tell that until you run into it.
Okay.
Like it looks like the sky.
Tick is gonna okay. He pulls a hammer out of his bag of holding
Okay.
and he chucks it like away from us so it hits like, let's just say I don't know, like over here. Do the plants go after that or just
You can.
or do they react like nothing?
Okay. Tick throws a hammer. Roll me like roll a d20. Just a straight
Holy
d20.
shit.
Straight luck check.
Volvaka looks like Mark Zuckerberg in that.
Okay. It does not smack any errant butterflies or anything along the way.
Oh,
Uh,
Jesus.
it sort of gently thuds into the grass. The roots and vines and brambles seem to pay it no mind.
So it only goes after living things.
And you do see in the forest, um, in the places like actually maybe even wrapped up in some vines and tangled up in the roots are other objects. Um, adventuring gear and some random weapons and things like that.
Right.
They're
And they're
just sort of
wrapped up?
like some are, some aren't.
Hmm.
And yeah, many of those little creepy idols, kind of Blair Witch looking, hang from random branches.
Hmm. Bartok is back here with Ham 3. Are there any forest critters
Just
around
trying to.
that could be
There's arm wrestling.
yeah,
You
could
do
be
see some forest
chatted with?
critters. Yeah. So even though the bears were taxidermied, there are birds that are fluttering by. Um, you see like the occasional squirrel. Um, maybe like a rabbit dashing through the underbrush here and there.
I'll take out one of the eyes from the fisheye soup and see if I can tempt a squirrel or rabbit nearby and then cast Speak with Animals.
Huh? Squirrel or rabbit? Uh, okay. Wait, how long does Speak with Animals last? Isn't it like an hour or something?
That's a good question.
Because your previous cast might still be in effect.
Oh, it might still be in effect. You're right. Spell, speak with animals, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Or no, that yeah, 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, well that's fine. We'll say that you
It's
can.
a ritual cast, so
I
um
see. Yeah. In that case, so you're trying to lure some little critter over here. Roll an animal handling check.
gladly. No, not today.
They seem pretty skittish.
Get
Yeah,
over here,
okay.
rabbit!
I can't imagine why, given that
Maybe
it's me and a giant metal monstrosity
the
just hanging out.
Also,
giant
the
golem
sharp teeth
smashing a pair of cymbals together.
Bobble.
and bobble, yeah.
Yeah.
Why does everything run from me?
Okay.
Firing his revolver into the air.
Slightly dejected, uh, will continue to try and tempt creatures, and if we can circle back and see if it's successful at another
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Dimgil, what are you doing?
Have I heard anything?
I know you're floating, kind of having a little
Wait,
float down the river.
yeah,
In
have I
your
heard
inner
anything going
tube.
on? Like everyone,
Heard
like
anything?
I don't know, like it feels like just kind of like floating and enjoying, like I think being in the sun.
Yeah, and the sun,
Uh,
like even though it seems to be magical, it does feel warm, like the real
yeah,
sun.
yeah.
Yeah, and
So
you see, yeah, there's the birds, some like insects and things buzzing around.
I think maybe just she gets caught up and like isn't paying attention to where people are. So it like she
Okay.
she looks up and around and isn't sure where people have gone. So it's like
Yeah.
getting the water out of her ears and
Um, let's see. Do you what languages do you speak
mm,
as you're
Dwarvish, deep
floating down?
speech, and common.
Deep speech. That's an interesting one. Okay. You spot the same sign that Crinit did, but also can't read it.
Oh, I do. Okay, yeah, right
Mm,
I
there.
wonder if
yeah,
it's
it's kind of.
draconic. That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, maybe she'll get out. Oh, I'm
uh,
under.
Yeah, careful. The whole
Oh,
level's kind of floating.
okay.
There you go. Okay.
Uh, oh, I guess I can reset my health.
Also, many of the trees appear to be floating, but they
Yeah, I
are.
noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone has 13 temp
I did
HP,
not
by the
feel
way.
like fixing that, so they are actually attached to the ground. Uh,
Oh, yeah. So I don't know. Look at the sign. Not
yeah,
sure.
yeah. You read the same thing. Harm not, lest ye be harmed.
I can't read it.
It's in common.
Oh, you said I couldn't read it.
He's still pretending.
No, no,
This
no, no.
sign you
You
can read. The one in
Yeah,
the
there's a
water you
different
can't.
sign on the opposite
Oh,
edge of the river.
Right here.
Yeah.
oh, oh, okay. Yeah, I can't read. All right,
Can't stop me sign I can't read.
all right.
Yeah, but
I
no, this sign
walk
you can
over
read.
here.
Yeah.
Um,
And you can see and maybe hear your companions.
Bickering.
Yeah, you can hear their voices carrying from like the other side of this grove. And as you approach, you can see the roots and vines and like the berry brambles, kind of like reaching towards you, almost welcoming.
it says "Do not harm."
Yes,
Right.
that is
Okay.
what the sign says.
Um, I guess I'll walk in and does it like probe or like reach out to like high five or
It'll be fine.
As you as you get close, they grab at your extremities and like the um, thorns on some of these brambles snag your clothes.
uh-oh. Um,
Uh, and you feel like to move further through this place on foot um, would take a great amount of effort.
Is
And
it
judging,
possible though?
ju- um, could be judging by the um, discarded equipment and occasional piles of bones, it might even be deadly.
keep going. Right to press forward.
Yeah, like if you walked in and then got entangled and could not get out.
Okay. Oops. So if I walk backwards, do they Do you need
Yeah,
to like?
you're like at the edge of it. So you can back out and not be grabbed at, but
Can I make like a? Can I do like a minor illusion, and make a sound of I think someone running maybe to left, like the sound of someone like running
okay.
past the plants.
Yeah,
Like
just like chuk, chuk,
here,
chuk, chuk, chuk.
yeah. Let me
Mm,
here like functioning that way.
there's the sound emanates, um, and you see a few. The sound startles a few, little insects and things along the path, and they fly away. Um, the forest does not seem to react to that though.
Okay, so it's not sound. Um, I have I have a mage hand. Uh, can I use the mage hand to go like pick a mushroom, like like 10 feet away from the other spell? Um,
You just like pluck it.
yeah, I can go 30 feet away, so like that one.
Okay. Uh, yeah, you can pick it. It's like some little puffball mushroom, and it hovers in the air.
And okay, um, can I use the hand to sort of like brush the foliage, like the ferns and plants, and see if they react to?
Yeah, I mean you brush them, and it as you would expect, it looks like a hand is kind of brushing them aside or whatever. They don't try to grab it or anything. They don't react to being touched.
Interesting. And I think, let's see, I can't. Can I cast? I'm trying to remember. Can I cast darkness on an item?
You can cast darkness on anything.
Why
Yeah,
don't you choose this on an object you were holding?
Oh,
you
so
can.
to move it with
Yeah,
something
I
is
want
your
to
idea?
cast darkness on, I think, my shield.
Imprisoning me. The meta move is to put it on a rock so you can put it back in your pocket. Out, throw it.
It's a pretty good idea. But I
You put
mean,
it in
if
your
it's in your
pocket, it
pocket,
stops emanating darkness, and then pull it out, it does.
um, how about rather than a rock, it's on my light hammer. So when I hold the hammer, it's dark around me.
Well, you have to cover it completely for it to stop emanating.
I don't think I can cover a light hammer.
You put it up your ass. I mean, I don't know. A light hammer's still
I have
pretty
a
big.
backpack.
I guess you
I have a
could.
backpack. I'm thinking it's like a ball peen hammer, like a jeweler's hammer. Like
A light
close.
hammer's bigger than that.
I I'm not very strong. It's one of the smaller hammers.
Wood. What is
Pink
a light hammer?
camouflage.
I need to know. What's a light hammer? Light
Well,
hammer. Yeah, light hammer's pretty small, actually,
Yeah, here's my light hammer.
according to this picture. The 5-in-1 hammer.
5-in-1 for her.
The 5-in-1 light hammer.
Okay, so I'll cast darkness. This hammer.
okay. A bubble of darkness envelops you, and you have devil sight or something, right? You can see through it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. The point being, I want to be able to walk around with this.
Yeah.
When I'm moving around with the darkness, does it appear that I can move into the plant foliage without being
No, they
touched?
still grab at you.
Interesting. I can't fly.
Can't fly, can't fight, can't even crow.
Hmm.
Okay, so she's not wearing a ton of armor or even like fucking clothes for brambles. So she's just gonna, I think, shout out to the those that I can see. But she's in like a a bubble of darkness.
Yeah, you guys just hear a disembodied voice coming from this orb of darkness.
Yeah, I can't get past these brambles.
The darkness calls to you.
What brambles?
There's dang brambles out by the
Who's
river.
that?
Dimgil.
What are
Calls
you
it
doing in the
Dimgil.
forest?
I'm barely in the forest. I see y'all.
Well, get out. It's not safe.
All right. You move on without you, or
Well, I'll be right back. We're just trying to figure out this rose thing.
uh-huh.
He's trying to do something awful to a corpse.
Trying to figure out if we should
That
make
makes more sense, unfortunately.
Bartok wanders over and offers Dimgil a fisheye.
I think I have my own fisheye, but thank you, Bartok. Don't get too close to the darkness lest you get lost real fast.
Oh yeah, if the darkness is following Dimgil,
I can put this away. I'll just
all right.
put the
'Cause,
hammer
yeah,
away.
otherwise Bartok might have some trouble with that.
Hello?
Yeah, it's concentration for 10 minutes. So it's good for a little while.
All right. What is the graveyard crew want to do?
Do I know anything
You
about
know.
this name and or the flower symbol? Spark any anything I've ever heard of, seen?
Yeah, roll
Performance. I got it. Yeah.
roll insight.
Oh, okay. I'm actually okay at that. Not too bad.
Okay. You deduce that based on the message and the rose that this Chrisen person, even though you have not heard of them, must have been someone who was very dear to whoever put this here.
I explained that to Krennet. So
What?
don't raise them, or we'll have an enemy here.
Yeah, the rose would indicate to you probably a lover.
Now, is Kristen a boy's name?
Only one way to find out.
Krennet says knowingly.
We'll say yes.
Okay. And I can assume that maybe the widow is a female. We're off. We need to find this female.
All right, my eye has spied something downriver that would allow us access directly to the green dragon, who I assume we have to deal with.
Green dragon?
There's not really a lot of getting around it. We might as well.
While we're fresh.
Well, fresh is a strong word.
I want to check out that sign. Can I read it? Out here?
The sign downriver.
Yeah.
What languages do you speak?
Draconic and common.
No.
Well, I hate it.
Tick, being the last person over by this grave, as
no.
is so often the case.
Eh.
You hear a little voice, sort of
Oh,
ghostly
God.
and echoing.
Well, that's very normal for Tick, but
Voices.
And a little a wispy mote of light flutters down.
You're so fucked. You're so dead.
What?
It's gonna steal your soul or some shit.
Oh no.
It's gonna do
Oh,
something
no.
heinous.
Oh no. I mean,
you know what?
that's
Hey, wait,
cool.
this thing needs to be
I know what this is.
There we go. Should be blue. Okay.
Yep.
Spell a fireball, but it's delayed.
No, this little very very tiny mote of light zigzags over to you. You're not
From
really
where?
sure where you're
Oh,
not
okay.
sure where it came from. It just sort of
Ah.
appeared in the area. And a little echoey voice that is sort of androgynous in nature begins speaking to you. Um, and says, "Hello, you have found me. Take my wand. You can use
Oh.
it to destroy Willow, the elf witch."
Ooh. I will do that. Where is she?
Uh, she hides in her fort. Take my wand. You will need it.
Oh. Is it? He points into the grave. It's in there?
He does a little like swirl around the grave. Yes, dig.
Was that you?
Yes,
In there? Oh. How'd you die?
betrayed.
By the witch?
Indeed,
That's so sad.
she went mad.
Dick. Not being a total fucking idiot. Is going to. So, one question. This whole area, the plants and vines and stuff are all grabbing at us and all that, right?
They are when you're within reach. There aren't really that many things
What?
around the grave.
Not
It's
near
been
the
sort of
grave?
no. They don't seem to grow around specifically right here.
Specifically, right there.
There's sort of a ring of like dead trees, and that seems to be where the more, alive looking trees and things stop growing.
Tick will drop Sart 3.0 down first onto the grave.
With a tiny little shovel. Got a spoon. Where is
you don't have to do the model.
Ah.
Nothing happens to him?
Not just being here, no.
All right. Tick dismounts from the broom but leaves it within arm's reach floating.
Okay.
Reaches into the portable hole and pulls out a shovel.
Okay. The rest of you, having left, you turn and you notice that Tick is dawdling by the grave. Tick.
Tick, what do you?
Tick.
Tick,
Come. What do you have?
The voices told me to do it.
Drop it.
what? Tick, what
And,
voices?
Tick begins shoveling.
I look at Aladar.
Yes, hurry.
I'm looking at this sign. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Yeah, Aladar is trying to decipher the sign. You can see clearly there's an arrow, but the script is illegible.
Which way is the arrow point? Like if I'm looking right at it?
Yeah, down river.
Oh.
Tick takes a couple of digs into there, and then he looks up at the little. I'm just gonna call it a wisp.
Yeah,
And he
you would
looks up
probably
at the
be.
wisp.
Yeah.
Does it change its behavior or anything like that?
No, it just seems like encouraging.
Do I see the
swear.
wisp?
Oh yeah, if you are gonna return,
No.
yes, you see a little blue wispy mote.
I cast a spell magic on it.
Interesting move. Let's see.
If it's
Behind-
some fucking illusion, I don't like it. Only I may fuck with Tick.
Behind Aladar, Krennic says, "You dig up the dead and nobody bats an eye.
I'm not. I'm
have the
not
dead
digging up
dig
the
up
dead.
themselves, and everybody loses their mind.
I think
And Krennet took that personally.
no. Now you've got a fall guy. You can just have Tick dig up corpses for you. He can be your grave robber.
Well, that's why he's in that jail cell.
Yeah. Tick and Kuva had cameos in last night's game.
What?
They
Oh, they're models.
Yeah.
well,
Well, it was
yeah,
actually them.
yeah.
They were in jail.
Imprisoned in Faerun Alcatraz up in Revel's End. Allegedly for
that game must take place at a later date than 1492.
yeah, maybe just a little bit.
I think they all kind of
Foreshadowing?
take place at the same time.
But they seem to have maybe gotten in some trouble for trying to, I don't know, overthrow the Open Lords of Waterdeep.
Foreshadowing?
I mean, notably, Krennet and Aladar and Bartok were not there.
Oh, well, yeah, we all... Brendan and I have a list of fall guys.
Meaning that they were executed. Terrific.
Oh man. No, it was
our
just too
our
perfect.
fallback is we go to Silvery Moon and we meet some elves. We move on.
Okay. Dispel magic does not have any effect on the wisp. It seems to actually be an undead spirit.
Well, now here's your chance. Talk to undead.
It seems perturbed by the.
Oh no, it's okay. These are my friends.
I don't like the way you said that.
It just,
when we get back,
like,
we're removing his basement privileges.
it just sort of like hovers by Tick. It says,
welcoming.
if you, once you have my wand, I will lead you to Willow's Tower. There you can defeat her.
That works for me. Tick keeps digging.
Okay.
This seems bad.
Tick.
Do we hear this? Do we hear the Will-O-Wisp talking to Tick?
Yes.
What do you think?
Tick, what did we say about the Fae?
Not a Fae.
It's a Fae.
It's not a Fae. It's not a Fae. If it turns out to be a Fae, then you get to be right.
Remember last time you went against my judgment? What happened?
I don't remember that far back. Dig.
Okay, Tick, you eventually strike pay dirt.
I wash my hands of this.
There is
there
seems to be the remains of a humanoid buried here.
Is that you?
Stuffed into a bear?
Was it just reverse Midsummer?
Yeah, it's a bear. It's a human stuffed with bear bones.
No, this is just. It seems like there was no coffin or anything. They were just put in the earth, and because of that, all that's left is bones. Just sort of until you disturbed them, were just lying there. But as you probe with your shovel, you do indeed find, it's kind of caked in dirt and mud, but you find a wand. It looks like a pretty fancy wand as well.
Tick, give that here.
No, I dug it up. I listened to the ghost. Give it to me.
Tick, do you even know how to use a stick?
Naysayers!
Tick,
I inspect the wand.
Yeah, you wipe away the kind of the mud and clay that's stuck to it.
There's a hand still gripping it fiercely.
Yeah. No, it looks fairly pretty like finely made. It has like gold inset, kind of swirling up its reddish wood that it's made out of,
Ooh. Okay.
and you can feel like the power kind of radiating from it. It makes your hands tingle. You're not sure what it does, but probably pretty powerful.
Right. Is there anything else you want us to do for your grave? It's you, right?
What is left of my physical form?
Tick, why are you continuing to talk to that? Give me that wand.
He's so nice. Give it. No, it's mine.
Faye, stay away from me.
It's not a fae. It's a cute ghost. It chose me.
Now you can defeat her.
Yeah,
Avenge me.
I think Aladar was right.
I'm the chosen.
Tick, just
Tick?
cry out with your high-pitched dragon squeal when you need actual help.
Tick will reach into his where is it? I have so much shit in my inventory. Tick will reach into his Howard's handy spice pouch.
Is that actually what it's called?
I'm gonna
Yes.
season this skeleton.
That is so silly.
And he will pull out a handful of fresh parsley and sprinkle it on the on the body in the grave before filling it back up.
Parsley?
Yeah, sprinkling parsley on graves is considered good luck.
Oh, weird. Okay.
In
So
Faerun or in the world?
I don't know. Both.
Fresh
He's
or
like, I
dried?
made it up. You slightly undesecrate the desecrated grave.
So is everybody cool if I resurrect it now?
You know what? I don't give a shit anymore. You guys are gonna burn us all down anyway.
I
I just shoot a fireball into the woods while you're at it. I'm
It
gonna
says there's an
insult the
evil
dragon's
witch.
mother, and we'll see how this all ends.
What do I call this thing?
Magic wand. You'll have to identify it. Figure out what it is. Or Christen's wand, maybe. Whatever you want to call it.
Sure. All right. Magic wand from not Fey Ghost. Outstanding.
Okay.
Tick will
And
hop
now
back
that
onto
you
his
have the
onto his
wand, now you're like really Harry Potter.
yeah, wand, broom. Again, just the backstory to Tick becoming Harry Potter. Where's
The wisp says, "Yes, now come with me," and it zips off like in this direction.
in a direction? I have a good feeling about this. And Tick hops onto his
Oops,
broom.
that's not Tick.
True. He hops on too. And Tick will follow the direction that it went.
Okay. You fly off through the forest, much like some scene on a forest moon somewhere. Okay, what is the rest of the party doing? I know you're all sort of idling at the edge of the wood,
Still trying to talk with animals.
still trying to talk with animals. Make another animal handling check. Let's see if you can find a.
I'm gonna help you with that.
Okay.
You have advantage.
You make some friendly chipmunk sounds.
19.
Okay. Yeah, you manage to. Yeah, we'll say it's a chipmunk. You coax a little chipmunk out of the shrubs.
Got a big cigar and a top hat.
Meh.
It's wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
Got a good tool for this.
So that there's this little chipmunk, and I say, my tiny friend, why are the plants trying to kill us?
Are they? The I think that's just what they do.
Fair enough.
They don't try to kill me. Look.
Cool.
And he like runs back through, makes a little like circuit, and comes back out. Perfectly harmless.
What do you know of the grave in the grove?
Oh. Um Willow doesn't want us to go anywhere near it. She she doesn't like it. I think it might be forbidden. And then it's like nibbling on the eye. Oh man, this is really good.
Who is Willow?
Mhm. The
Whoa, whoa,
druid.
whoa, Willow, huh?
She
That's a name.
she watches over this place. I think
May
maybe
we
she made
meet
it.
her?
I don't know. She's very nice.
I look to my companions who hear me chittering nonsensically at a small forest
Squeakity
animal.
squeak squeaker squeaking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm watching you do that, I guess.
And
I'm
ask if
upset
there is
I helped
anything
you.
This is
anything in
absolutely just
particular.
Kronk
Yeah.
from Emperor's New Groove.
Ask it if the dragon is real.
Is that dragon real?
Let me see.
Dimgil's spit takes because this dragon thing is new to her.
Where
Oh,
did she
yeah,
get a cup
same
of
here.
coffee?
Krennic mentions the dragon and Bartok like,
Mm,
wait,
As he's saying
what?
it, realizes what he's saying. It's like, is
Exactly.
the dragon?
Dragon?
Yes, I see that there. Guys, we knew there was going to be a dragon here. I
I
have
don't think you told
spotted it. It's
Bartok or
sleeping.
Dimjil.
No,
Look,
I
I
jumped on this
told both of
train.
you after you signed your paperwork.
Ah,
It's in the fine print.
After you
We might
signed
have
your
to
paperwork.
face off against the dragon.
Okay.
The chipmunk says I don't know. I haven't seen a dragon. But I don't get out
says
very
he
much.
hasn't seen one.
Chipmunk is not to be trusted.
It hasn't seen a gigantic green dragon.
Nope.
Seems improbable.
Okay.
I think I would remember a thing like that.
I think you would too.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just running translator between between a chipmunk
If
and
we
Krennic.
wanted to meet with the druid of this place, how do we do it? Ask it that. I
Yep,
want to
yep.
meet with the druid of this place
I
and make the
inquire
best impression.
how to meet Willow and what we should know, if we can, about making that a successful meeting.
Oh. I don't know. She just shows up sometimes. And she'll check in and see how things are going and see how the family's doing. Sometimes she'll produce some tasty treats, kind of like you. Are you a druid? You don't look like one.
Fucking bobble hanging from my forehead.
With
Of
yeah,
sorts.
it's like eyeing your teeth uneasily.
Also, definitely ask what happened to those bears.
Oh. Uh, Sometimes Willow gets sad and then she gets angry. And it like kicks at like the broken hilt of a sword at the ground.
Where did the broken hilt come from? Did you see that before?
Well, there's a bunch of adventuring equipment scattered around this area that we.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that squirrel just kicked a hilt.
It went like 10
Yeah.
feet. Yeah.
I feel like that was poignant.
Wow.
Well, I can make her happy. I'm good at
you-
cheering up women.
Yeah, every now and then, uh, big folk like yourselves come through. Um, and he like looks back at the idols hanging from the trees, kind of swaying in the wind. Uh, and sometimes Willow gets real mad.
How do we make sure we don't anger Willow?
And how do we avoid that?
I know how. I hit it with the old dazzle.
um, can't say that I know.
My charm is infinite. My music is sweet.
Like I said, she's very nice to me.
Um, I
Someone. Oh, you asked about the bears. The bears. Uh,
And you said that
She said
she
sometimes
got
she gets
sad.
very angry.
Yeah, but I chose the wrong side in this.
uh,
I give the squirrel a little bit of my rations.
Well, she. Oh, thank you. These are
A
wow.
piece of bread or something.
Where did you get these?
Waterdeep. Tell them Waterdeep.
Um. Uh. Uh. uh I don't want to give you the wrong impression. She didn't. Uh. Uh. Do do that to the bears. I guess they were dead. Hunters had killed them, and she picked them back up.
Ah,
Oh, so
Um,
nature's
there's
retribution.
Not sure about the hunters. They're gone.
they're
Haven't seen them in a while.
totally gonna get up and do crazy stuff if we piss her off.
Bone
Great.
golems in bear skin.
Basically.
Yep.
Can we ask the squirrel if it can remember?
Sir, I am a chipmunk.
Right.
Get it
Sir,
right.
Can we ask the
Fuck.
chipmunk if there is a way that it has seen
Don't
humans
associate me
come
with those
in
degenerate
and
squirrels.
talk
Super racist.
to the druid and not piss it off? Like, is there a respectful way to approach?
Oh, I know how
I'm
to
sorry
approach
if
her.
this question's been asked.
Yeah, we did ask previously, like, how do we get in touch? And he's like, I don't really know. So,
Yeah, he's like, I don't think there's a protocol. Like I said, she just will drop in from time to time.
Oh, then we just hang out here for a minute. That's the.
Yeah,
Bartok sort of scratches his chin, pokes his bubble, and is like, if I were a betting man, Goliath, something tells me she knows we're here already.
if I were a betting Goliath. Um,
I play soothing music, is what I'm gonna do.
the chipmunk suddenly kind of sits up straight and goes, "Oh, time for bed," and it very suddenly turns from day to night.
Oh
Cool.
my
Um,
god.
and he's like, "Thank you for the treats. Bye," and scampers off into the shrubs.
Dun
Do
dun
we hear
dun.
crickets? Like any
Yes.
bugs? Nighttime bugs? Okay.
Yeah, there should be some ambient stuff going on too.
There is, yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. Um,
What in the salted hills?
it seemed like it's a very convincing nighttime, but it happened extremely rapidly. It's
Which
very
is
Crane goes out to the river to look at what is happening out here at nighttime.
um,
And the
there's like people partying on boats and stuff.
Woo!
It
Break! Like smashing beards together.
it looks very very much the same. The only difference that you really note is that in the moonlight,
there's a dragon.
there's a dragon. No, you can't see the
There's
dragon from here. But what you can see, flying, fluttering over the river, pretty far in the distance, are some rather large bats.
Oh, it's not Willow. I
Are
went
those
up in
large bats or are they dragons? And do I see them in the south,
They could be
southern direction?
bats that aren't very far away, or dragons that are extremely far away.
I mean, I don't see either one of them, so I'll imagine that they are bats
the-
or dragons.
yes, they're not. They're not actually on the map right now. They're just theater of the mind. Yeah, unsure. Something with bat-like wings and that kind of like how they move through the air. Definitely distinct from birds.
I just wish Ham 1 was here to see this.
What about Ham 2? Do you think you would like to see it too?
I was
I
thinking the
mean,
same thing. What about Ham 2?
I think Ham 2 likes his soft life at the inn.
Yeah.
Ham 2 is a masked lord of Waterdeep, and we just don't know it yet.
That's gonna be the big reveal.
Shh.
Okay.
Foreshadowing.
At the same time, so the wisp has zipped
Oh,
through
no.
the wood, and I guess you'd be like sort of almost out the other side, in sort of a different section of the forest. If Tick is still following, I'll just move you over here.
Hey, where'd
Thudding
Tick
into the
go?
trees as he zooms off.
He was digging up some dead guy.
Yeah, while we're flying,
Yeah.
I do want to ask it a couple questions.
Sure.
Um,
You're
Happens
like,
when you die.
slow down. Hey.
what?
And
Why?
make
Why
ice
were you
cream soup.
betrayed? What happened?
It stops and then like does a like kind of zips around you as it talks, circling you in sporadic movements. Uh, uh, Willow lost her mind.
Oh,
What began as a lover's quarrel ended very tragically.
to you specifically.
You're funny. And it zips off.
All right, we'll continue to follow it.
Okay. In this section of the wood, you definitely note all the spider webs and stuff in this area. Seems quite infested. But they're just kind of doing their own thing.
Keeps his distance.
You hear like a mournful like wailing, like someone or something sort of distraught and crying, echoing from within this uh, gated like cavern area to your right. I guess map west.
To the right?
Yeah, over here. You can see that there's a structure built into the wall of the cavern.
I'll ask my new wisp. What's in there?
Do not be distracted. It's not important. Come, we will defeat Willow.
It's like a sad wailing. Does it sound like I know what kind of creature it would come with? Does it sound like animalistic or like more humanoid?
Sounds kind of humanoid. You can make a maybe perception or nature check, your choice, to see if you can sort of discern what might be making the sound.
I'll just do in perception. 18.
Okay. It definitely like at first sounds human, but listening closely, it seems like that might be deceptive.
Oh, like it's faking?
Or it's like perhaps an animal that sounds like it's whatever call it's making sounds very similar to someone uh like a cry of distress.
Hmm. But it's fake. Or
The sound seems real, but you feel like it's not. It's more likely that it's an animal or some kind of magic,
okay.
like a thing creating the sound than a person who's like in distress.
Okay. Um.
You spur your broom along.
Yeah. Which way does the wisp go?
It is flying sporadically. It's sort of zigzagging through the trees in a general southwest direction.
Okay. Like, does it look to be heading towards any sort of landmark?
Um, you can't really tell because it keeps changing directions as it like loops through the trees and things. It's heading like following sort of these ruined walls and stuff.
Okay.
Um,
I'll ask it. Like, how far?
hmm, oh, not far now. And it continues on. Um, it's also now that it's like abruptly nighttime,
Mm-hmm.
sort of difficult to see your surroundings. You can't obviously it's moonlit, but
I just got
uh-oh,
kicked.
I just got
I just got
a
kicked.
yep. Looks like Tailspire servers might have had an issue. Everybody else get kicked?
Yeah,
Waiting
I
on
am
you.
waiting
Oh,
on GM.
just me
And
and
I'm
Sam.
back. I'm back to waiting on GM.
Okay. Let's see.
Weird.
Okay. Tavern loaded.
We back, baby.
All right, that was strange.
I didn't have to do a thing.
Where is here we go. Get Sam back on the board.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's hard to make out much more than like the thick canopy that you're flying through.
Mm-hmm.
You're not really sure what you're looking for. Meanwhile, what is everybody else doing?
So, Tick is taking off with this will-o'-the-wisp, getting further into the dense forest.
It's to be fair, it's not that much farther. It's not like Tick is just abandoning the party.
Right. I think Krennet and Ham 3 are just like wandering down the coast. I've seen that these bears are all fake, and that the forest doesn't want to kill me out here, and we're eventually gonna have to make it across the river to where that boat is, up the gangway, past the boat, around to where it connects back to the bridge to get to the dragon. So he's just gonna walk down the beach in the moonlight, and lament that he can't just cast sending to talk to the druid because he hasn't met her.
Hmm. Okay.
So yeah, Granite will just like walk down this way, and if he hears a Tick scream, he'll cut in. But until then,
okay, you walk down the river's edge, picking your way across the rocks, um, with Ham stomping his way behind you. There are a few more similarly taxidermied bears. You spot another sign or two with the exact same message in the
can't read
three.
it. Yeah.
No. The one that says, don't harm things.
Yep.
Lest ye be harmed.
Trying very hard here.
But it seems like now that night has fallen, most of the forest critters and stuff have scurried away into their, you know, little dens or nests in the boughs. Not a lot going on other than the bats that you spotted a little while ago. Dimjil, Bartok, Aladar, you want to? Are you just staying put? You following Credit?
Yeah, I'm playing music. My goal. The squirrel said that she comes here. So I'm gonna play
Okay, so you're just like
soothing
hanging out.
music that plays her in a good light. Help the animals sleep because that's my end, baby.
Dig the vibe.
Okay, you guys are just chilling. Dimjil?
I didn't see Tick leave, correct?
No.
Maybe not. He did take off on a broom.
Okay,
Just flew into the trees.
do the plants seem any less like aggressive at night?
You're like testing the boundary.
Yeah.
No, it seems like they have the same kind of desire to entangle.
Well, I don't have a desire to be entangled, so this forest is problematic.
Not into that.
Not into that. What did you find anything interesting back there? Did you find your friend? What's left of him? Roddy?
Who are you talking to?
I don't know. It's Aladar.
I don't know. There's some dead guy over there. Tick dug it up, took a wand, and ran off.
All right, cool.
I don't know. I told him not to
Sounds
go,
about
and he
right.
went anyways. So bad. He doesn't listen to me, the guy that told him not to give that thing its gem. And here we
What was
are.
that about a dragon, though?
There's a dragon down the water. Credit's gonna go check it out. Probably should go with him. I'm posted up here. Let the ladies come to me.
Like the squirrel ladies?
Yeah, Granola's good too.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not really picky.
But an archdruid, now that's a lady. She
Or a
demands
man?
respect.
Or a man?
Her name is Willow.
It seems sort of gender neutral.
You're a gen. You don't get out of here. I don't need your negative vibe
Maybe
bringing down
even-
my music.
I'm not saying you can't be into dudes. I'm just it wasn't my first thought that had to be.
Makes me think of a small dwarf guy.
Dwarf named Willow.
Just a real beautiful dwarf.
I'm now fully focused on music and ignoring you.
Okay. So Credit, also after spotting the boat and such, you've got your eye still kind of exploring places. Did you want to scout anything else around here after locating the dragon and the horde?
His back way seems important.
I guess I would look. I would just be. I assume that it's sort of cast in this sort of dim moonlight. It's not super dark in here.
Yeah, it's relatively bright moonlight, but still the places that are shadowed are pretty dark. Hard to penetrate the shade through the branches and stuff.
Just from an arcane eye perspective, if I could just have it explore like this little area here to make sure there's not like some really awful thing waiting for us in this little hallway.
Yeah. Well, you do find a skeleton.
That's fine. Is it okay? Skeleton.
It looks not. It's humanoid, but some of the features of like its skull are kind of odd.
Like
You're
big
having
eyes,
trouble.
eye bones, big orbits.
having trouble placing it. You could make a nature check to try to identify.
Nature check. Here we go. Natural 20 for 24 total.
Oh wow.
Wow, I didn't even have to guide myself, which I keep forgetting I have.
It's really wow. It took a long time for that roll to show up in
Oh shit! Oh,
Yeah,
well,
it
D&D
they,
just
Beyond for
now
me.
showed up.
Yeah. Okay. This is something that you've encountered before. It appears to be the remains of a Grimlock.
a Grimlock.
Yeah, which is a cave-dwelling humanoid. When it still has its skin on, it's pretty like pale from living underground. They're very sneaky. They blend into their rocky surroundings, kind of like that spooky movie.
Where have I seen Grimlocks before?
There were a bunch on level 3 that you guys fought.
You've killed some.
Yeah,
Okay.
your character would know.
Okay.
But yeah, this thing bit it. Or something bit it. It would seem that a good
Does it look like
chunk,
it got bit by a dragon?
possibly. They're yeah, this thing is about half eaten, probably by a large animal.
Hmm. Okay. Grimlock.
That's right. They're eyeless.
Dra-
Gross.
Dragon food.
Yeah, they rely on sound to navigate. They have extremely good hearing.
There's not a sign for the forest over here.
Sign for the forest.
Like this chunk of forest here
Hmm.
that says, "Hey, don't be an asshole."
Right here. It seems like they are
Oh, sorry, I missed it. Okay.
they are lining the river at somewhat regular intervals. So, in a way, so that it would be hard to miss,
Gotcha.
unless you were unfortunate enough to not speak Common, Draconic, or Elvish.
Krent will use the last of his flying and just have the ham 3. Assuming at this point we don't hear from. Ah, fuck! I can't leave Tick over here. Fucking goddamn Tick quest.
Man.
I also can't be mad at Tick for having a Tick quest because Krant's done a ton of super stupid shit.
He's not going to listen to our guidance. He can go off on his own.
Yes, because you've never done that to the party ever.
I've
No
never,
one has ever.
done that. Never, ever, ever.
No idea what you're talking about.
Can't cast message to Tick. um,
Sending
does it
them,
look
yeah?
just
Is
as
that something you
thick
can do?
of like underbrush over here, like in this part of the forest here?
Yeah, it's all pretty uniform once you get more than like 50 feet from the river ish.
I think we should ask that chipmunk about
Chipmunk.
drow. And now I don't have a choice, or I don't have an option to do that. Krant will just sort of wait to see what he's interested to see like how often it goes from night to day, like what the day-night cycle is here. So he'll just wait out here on the beach.
Like, I'm good.
I mean,
He's missing out on music, but whatever.
Yeah, you hear the lilting tunes. What are you playing anyway? I forget what.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm just playing some soothing music because if she's expecting everything to be asleep, I don't want to be like fucking jamming.
He's playing a drum set.
Yeah, just Neil Peart.
Yeah, you can hear. Do you have a lute or something or a flute?
Yeah, I got my Das lute.
Oh, right, Das lute. That's right.
Yeah,
Got his Das lute going.
soothing music.
sounds nice. You can barely pick it out over the, kind of.
I found one for you.
What is this? Oh, I love those medieval
Like
The
medieval
bardcore.
rap. I love them.
bardcore. Yeah.
Hardcore, yeah.
For there's like not really a specific term, but I absolutely fucking love the art, the cover art for it all too.
With all the
So
weird
it's like
snails.
it's always like stitching or like like old medieval art.
Yeah, so Credit, you hear Aladar's lute, the notes carry over the chirping crickets and nightlife and flapping, and it gets louder,
Flapping.
and you're like, wait, hang on, what's going on? And you look up as 3 enormous bats are descending upon you.
Well, I'm sure I'm out of flying at this point. You want to take flying off
Oh, yeah.
Krennet?
Yeah, same with
Come
me.
on, Krennet initiative. Krennet
Yeah, I think.
initiative. Come on, Wizard. That's not bad.
Yeah, but not as good as the bard, baby. Enjoy my 12 rounds of playing the lute because I don't know you're in trouble.
Yeah, I'll add people and you can. Let's see what's you got.
I can't
All right.
possibly be the only PC in
Eldar.
trouble.
Here's a good loot song.
I mean, you heard there were big bats down the river, and you continue to stay on the river.
Scream boy, scream loud.
Yeah, that's what I'm playing, Mamma Mia.
Yeah, it
No.
has a really good, super good loot, like consistent loot.
Like, slow it down a little bit, like to make it more
Mhm.
soothing.
Dude,
Mamma
Mamma Mia is a great
Mia.
loot song.
Here I go
Turns out
again.
it's a great loot
Yeah,
song.
that seems like it would be, huh?
I mean, what ABBA song isn't?
But also a good loot song.
Lose control.
I think I had this one line that I would always play.
Soul.
Like the longest time, I was just going like,
Oh, I remember it.
I'll play my lute. Or is it?
You should upload
Everybody
it to the,
here except for Nathan should have intimate feelings about Mamma Mia as a song now. That's separate from the musical.
Is that so?
Oh, and I guess also not Tick. Because I made them all watch Priscilla
Oh,
when Tick was
okay.
Oh, that's
deployed.
right. It's
Yeah.
in that, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's a good movie. I liked it.
Yep,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Oh my god, it's a were rat bat. Fuck. This would be good.
Why don't
A
you tell them about
rab-
the alliance you made and how cool they are? And maybe
A
they'll-
rabat?
Imagine if Cheezer had wings.
Remember, don't hurt it.
These are
Thank God
called
you have a magical-
these are flying mice. They're not rats.
I assume a fireball is coming soon.
Maybe.
To a theater near you? Yeah, absolutely. 100% fireball coming soon. Also, I really need to get to... I need 2 more levels. I think. 3 more levels before I can get chain lighting.
Ooh, that's a cool one.
Yeah.
So I get some cool shit.
Zippity zap.
I get 5th level spells next level, baby. I could raise the dead myself. Next level.
Okay. These creatures of the night swoop down to nibble upon Brennet's supple flesh.
He's gonna turn into a were rat, isn't he? And he's just gonna
Mhm.
be
The only way Rizrael will really like me.
yeah.
We'll find out.
He'll become a permanent simp for Rizaroo.
I'm gonna test something really quick. Can you guys tell me if you hear music? Yeah.
No.
Nothing
Nope.
yet. Barely.
Barely.
Only slightly perceptible. Okay. The
That's
first
fucking
bat
weird.
swoops in, biting at Krennet, but its teeth only find your armor.
That's why I wear it.
Wish I could wear it. I feel dumb having a 14 ace.
This is just for my elixirs. 6 and a 5. Okay. Transference and flight. Okay.
Okay, next one also tries to nibble upon you. No luck.
Well, let's do the Aladar thing real quick and just two. How,
Is
mu-
there
how
a
many?
lot of like noise going on over there?
200 feet?
No, not
Oh, Dimension
basically
Door?
no noise.
Yeah.
Dimension Door is 500.
Oh,
You fucking
I
go
could
wherever.
just teleport back to you guys.
It has to be a place that you know. That you,
Yeah.
I was just standing there.
Yeah.
They can go anywhere within that range. So take your pick. You don't see a dome, you're in it. You don't see a dome, you're in it. Jesus, you really can't go anywhere. 500 feet is huge.
Yeah,
Holy
super
Okay,
far.
shit, man.
Kai, I would like to do the bonus action monster trivia.
Okay.
Would it be nature for these guys?
Actually, it's nurture.
I'm gonna say Arcana, since lycanthropy is sort of more of a
Fuck!
magic type thing.
Oh.
I should be so much better. I have +7 in Arcana. Okay, so
9? What do you want to know? Also, I think I'm tweaking that rule a bit. It's going to be slightly easier, or in some cases significantly easier.
What is
the combat trivia? Make a check to learn something about whatever.
Oh.
Could I know their CR?
Yes.
What would
although
that
that's
mean
kind of
in like
yeah, I know.
like, out of meta? What would that?
Yeah, I'm not sure how. Maybe
You can
something.
say no. It's fine.
I'm just trying to figure out like how that would translate into like real world whatever.
What
Are
color's
these
their name?
things
What color's
hard
the
as fuck to
nameplate?
kill?
But
Yeah, does it
basically,
have a
yeah.
skull on the name tag?
No. Werebats are not known to be particularly deadly or hard to kill outside of the usual, lycanthropy. Benefits, I guess,
How's there so many were things? What isn't were? What isn't a were creature?
But yeah, pretty they would be not very dangerous particularly, unless encountered in large numbers. But they do carry that persistent threat of maybe also turning you into a werebat. That's probably the bigger threat than actually like killing you outright.
Okay, I'm looking at my spells and I looked at my items and I keep coming back to the fact that I think Krennet would just like panic punch the exit button, and so
Uh-huh.
Krennet will just dimension door right back to the
Back to where
far beach over
the
like
party is.
here.
Okay. Okay. You dive into the dimension door, escaping with ham 3. And the bats do not pursue. They just vanish into the night.
Fucking what? I like
You, like, take off,
someone has
right?
their light on over here.
I would at
Well,
this point at night, I guess.
My
It's
head
Bartok. He
glows.
keeps playing
come
with
in
his.
and be
He
like,
keeps playing
"Hey,
with his
there
forehead.
are
Daniel.
vampire bats out here. 2 of them tried to bite me."
We're good right here. Actually, we got this nice little circle. We're just kind of sharing stories, and
It's quite
out
pleasant.
there, out there's
Where's
dragons and
Tick?
oh
I don't know.
shit,
Ran off
oh
with that
shit.
spirit thing. You saw him.
What
You just
spirit?
and
Might
we're
have
just gonna
Faye.
let him go.
Well, I don't know
told
where
him,
he went.
How hard do I have to say, don't do that? Listen to me, and he doesn't.
Look, he gets so maybe he needed an adventure.
Oh boy, he'll probably get one.
Maybe this is his moment.
He had his moment. I gave him the emerald, told him not to give it to the druid. He did it anyways.
Nobody has a way of talking to Tick from here, right?
Nope.
I certainly don't.
His communicator watch has been turned off.
Can't you message him?
Nope, not from this distance.
Well, we'll post up. He knows we're here. He can fly back.
But what happens if he gets in trouble?
I don't know. He's got a lot of tools.
He seems a capable fellow.
Yeah, he's pretty capable.
Does anybody have a spare instrument? I think I can actually get to Ham 2 or Ham 3 here to
I have a horn. I have a
make
backup
a
horn,
passable
and I have a
beat.
pipes of haunting.
I'll take the haunting pipes. That seems thematically appropriate for Krennet.
If Tick doesn't make it, I gotta keep this as the last thing he ever gave me.
Why do they call them pipes of haunting?
Well, you see, they're haunted.
I don't think that's why they're called that.
What do I look like, an artificer?
You could be.
All right. While the party bickers about Tick's whereabouts and how safe he may or may not be, the wisp leads you to a stone tower.
Panda Express. Wait, what?
That might have a Panda Express in it.
It's a mall.
It's pretty big, and it has there are like large tree roots kind of like growing out of the base of it, almost like the building is growing out of the ground, although certainly it's been constructed via masonry and stuff.
There's some shit going on here.
And
Jesus Christ.
the wisp stops outside of the tower, where the ruined wall connects to it, and says, "This is where Willow resides. Destroy her."
How do we get in?
Shit.
Never got this far.
It zips down.
Mm.
There is a door.
I
Is
am
it-
frack.
Is it locked?
Shit. I I know not.
Okay.
Seems like you can ring the bell.
Let me go get my friends. You stay here. And Tick will zoom off back to where he was.
You can see it like kind of meandering through the trees, following you as you take off.
Yeah, and so for the sake of brevity, Tick will zoom back unless something intercepts him to the original spot.
You do
Wait.
notice. You know what? How fast is your fly speed?
The broom's fly speed is 50 feet.
Interesting.
So almost a dash, if you think about it like that. So Tick will just take the journey again, kind of giving the spiders a wide berth. And will make his way back, unless something stupid happens along the way.
Yes, as you are leaving,
course. Mhm.
of course. A horse is a horse.
Where does the stupid event happen so I can
Parks
place my
and Rec
token?
song.
You should be good basically where you were.
Oh, okay.
What? Not over there, where you were.
Oh, sorry.
Don't move yourself.
I've been moving a bunch.
You're heading back the way that you came. When you get a feeling,
Oh, great.
and you look over your shoulder and you notice that something is pursuing you, and it is gaining on you, and it is large, and it looks hungry.
The bat.
It is a bat.
Great.
It's a giant bat. I am the bat.
Okay.
of the neck.
So, you can defend yourself, or you can attempt to outmaneuver it through the trees to try to escape it, because it appears to be faster than you.
Give me 1 second. Does it look like it's gaining like fast as hell or like, slowly gaining?
Like 20 feet a turn.
Okay. 1 second.
Damn, I didn't even see this spot.
Okay.
Where the orb is?
Yep, the
Oh.
entrance into this other cave area over here.
Yeah, that was the
Probably
one that
where
I was
Rothheim is.
describing to Tick.
Yeah.
Yes, with the cries of agony coming from within.
The
Yeah,
gate thing?
that's a no-go. Tick
Wait,
might
what?
be a little gullible, but he's not that big of an idiot. Okay. Tick will drink a potion of invisible. Oh no, they're bats, aren't they?
Yes. It appears to be. It's the
Yeah.
biggest fucking bat you've ever seen. It's like bigger than a man.
Okay, I think I have a game plan. What time? No, that doesn't work. Okay. For now, Tick is going to dive into the woods and try to lose his pursuer that way for now.
Okay. Let's roll an acrobatics to deftly dip, dodge.
We're doing
duck,
Harry
dive,
Potter.
and
We're doing
dodge.
Harry Potter. Fuck.
Go for the snitch.
You slam into a branch and
Oh,
your
shit.
movement is halted as the giant bat swoops
Classic
down
Potter.
on you.
Outstanding. So it catches up to me.
Yes.
You're aware about it, Harry.
Ah.
This next part may surprise you. Okay, we're going to. Tick is going to pull out his elixir of transformation and drink it,
Okay.
meaning basically making him cast alter self on himself,
Allow myself to introduce
and he
myself.
turns into a bat as well.
Huh.
Bat on a broom. I love it. There we go. Oh, you already had a bat on your little thing. That's funny.
Oh, outstanding.
Apparently, this has happened before.
How original.
How does the bat react to that?
So it swooped down to try to bite at you, but it kind of misjudged by a little bit. You shapoof turn into a bat, still sort of kind of perched on your broom. The bat screeches, has it has poor eyesight, but maybe good enough to determine that it's looking also at a bat. And it seems confused by this.
He starts Tick starts mimicking what the bat is doing. Like just kind of like flapping.
Flapping and screeching?
Yeah. Flapping and screeching. Doing its best to mimic the bat. Also mimicking its confusion.
Literally like a mime. Like
yeah, just like if it's flailing around confused, Tick starts making it. It's just like, oh, now we're both confused. What? It's trying to bluff its way out of here.
It seems to work. It loses interest.
Brilliant. Nicely done.
And Tick continues on his broom, also flapping to mimic a bat as it flies.
Yeah, I was wondering what happens to your broom when you're not on it.
It does whatever. It sits. It flies. I can tell it
okay.
to fly.
You might just hover in place or something, or maybe it
it does
slowly
have
falls back to the ground.
I can send it to travel
But you
to a
have
destination within a mile.
But you have to verbalize commands, don't you?
So it specifically says you can send the broom to travel alone if I'm not on it. To a destination within 1 mile of you if I speak the command word, name the location, are familiar with that place. Broom comes back to me when I speak another command word, provided the broom is still within a mile. So it's
you can't
pretty.
Because you're a bat.
Yeah.
Well,
which in this case is fine because he's still clinging to it.
Yeah.
I think you'd probably have to. I mean, you could flap and basically you are guiding the broom.
Yeah.
But yeah, you would need to revert form to actually like fly it as using its like magical abilities or whatever. But the bat has fucked off at this point. It leaves.
So assuming I make it back to the party with no other problems.
Nope. Yep. You're the rest of the way
okay.
is
I
safe.
was like, nope, more problems.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Seems safe. But now you're keenly aware that there are things that come out at night.
So Tick starts coming through the forest.
Hey, look, there's Tick.
Credit, you see another werebat descending on you.
What the hell?
Oh shit, it's a werebat.
Fireball.
Can I get the werebat and Tick in one fireball?
No, there's just the werebat.
It's just Tick.
Everybody duck.
When Tick he's not a complete idiot. When Tick sees the party, he will use his action to revert back to Tick.
Smart cookie.
It's not that big.
Oh my god! I was about to fireball that werebat.
Dick, are you a wereback? Are you a lycanthrope?
Me? No. Wait. I'm pretty
Jake,
sure.
what did you do?
Are you lapping?
There's bats here. We're in bat
Yeah, there's
country.
bats here.
You knew there were
Bat
bats here?
country.
I just found out there were bats here. I fucked around and found out.
Why didn't you tell me there were bats here?
You were gone following some fucking fey ghost in the forest.
Whoa, your accent changed.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well,
The air of nobility drops when he's startled.
well, shit.
well, shit.
And Tick will relay the information about like the weird, creepy area, the spiders, and most importantly, the fact that the witch says that there's an evil witch that lives in a fortress / tower that appears to be growing out of or planted in to the land.
Witches, dragons, and werebats.
Oh
Oh,
my.
shit.
So, but to get there, we would have to fly through the forest because otherwise, it's just gonna be like grabby the whole time.
Potentially, what?
Look, we need to get Bartok airborne.
Well, okay, so I have a plan.
Catapult.
Broom?
Well, actually, what did you guys find?
I found
we found a sign we can't read.
briars, some briar bushes I can't get past. I poke something fierce.
Dimchill has made it 2 feet into this place and given up.
Yeah, it's impossible.
It's impossible, Dimgeel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So there is a way for us to get to there without having to touch the forest ground.
Dimension door.
I got that.
Okay, that's 4 people that can get there.
Have you? But do you need to see it, or do you just need to know about it?
Yeah, dude.
Well, what we can do. Well, the problem is that there's bats, and we're still trying not to hurt the forest, right?
Why?
As the sign said.
Hmm.
I always trust
He's
signs.
being a good
Grant turns around and
Samaritan
throws a fire bolt at a tree.
Okay, actually, do you know a safe spot to stand? By
Safe
that,
spot to
yeah. So
By
you
the
have that
fortress?
you have that perfect memory, right?
Yeah, keen mind.
Tell me the exact footage from my location to a safe spot that I could teleport to.
I did notice, with my keen fucking mind, we could probably just go on top of the fortress, right? It was a
No,
flat top,
I can
right?
teleport to a spot if I know the exact distance.
Yeah. Kai, the
Mhm.
top of the fortress was flat, right?
Yeah.
It appeared to be.
Okay. So Tick pulls out a piece of parchment and he begins to do math.
We're not to be on the top, but
Well, that way we're completely off the ground. We can just rope down, hop down.
yeah,
There's a
this is
wall we
true.
can hop down on too. It's as safe as we're gonna get, with as few factors as possible. So
And it's just barely in range too. It's funny.
Yeah. Tick is like, yeah, carry the 430.6 feet.
Wow.
Okay, who wants to come with me?
I do. I haven't seen this place.
Okay, I cast Dimension Door and I grab.
Whoa,
Emil.
whoa, whoa.
I go.
Right. 2 squishiest characters.
Boop. Oh shit! You have
Well,
Are we there?
Oh my god.
Where did Aladar go?
You're there with me.
Who went with Aladar?
I'm in the forest.
It's
Dimgeel? Okay.
Aladar and Dimgeel, the 2 squishiest characters.
Well,
You have-
Where are we at?
he has space for 4, right?
What? No, I can only take one person with me.
Oh, got it.
Oops! I'm gonna pull out my hammer as soon as I see. Pull out my hammer,
Oopsie.
and then
As
and then
soon
we
as
got
I see this,
darkness.
I'm gonna cast Dimension Door back.
Oh,
grab you with me.
Well, let's see if you're faster than like the 100 bats that are up here.
no.
Oh
Alright.
no!
Let's do it.
Now
Thanks,
that
Sam.
is a fireball.
I said,
right
That
hey,
there.
was not
safe
like
spot.
that.
Oh, thank Christ.
Oh,
Oh,
what
thank
are we
Christ.
doing? Rolling initiative.
Well,
Oh, if I ever
If
needed a
If there was
20.
ever needed a nat 20,
You know when
I
I come back
know.
there, I'm strangling the life out of you. You know that, right?
it wasn't like that when I was there.
It was.
I
It
mean,
was not like that
didn't
when I was there.
really, you didn't really
You
look.
got kind of near it and then left.
No, I got right up there. I got right up to the freaking door.
Well, yeah, but you didn't look on the roof.
You didn't look
which,
on the roof.
I was
has a-
flying. I think I would have noticed 50 bats.
Not if they're
you didn't-
laying flat on it.
I mean, yeah.
There's a
was just-
reason
I
why
can-
you didn't
It's
see
nighttime.
them. You didn't go high enough.
I can
Um,
cast Sleet Storm.
well, it seems Aladar is trying to get you
Get out of
guys
Dodge.
out of there.
Yeah.
Get out of Dodge. Oh my god, that was as Sam was like, "Oh yeah, it's the safest place. It's definitely the roof." And it's just gonna be right in the middle of a fuck ton of giant bats. That is hysterical. Okay.
That is
I
amazing.
can't believe this.
You appear, and the all of these large, hungry bats that are just sort of like, as it's nighttime, they're waking up to see what they can munch on. Turn and see you guys appear, and you teleport right back out.
Yep. Okay, you play that slot. I get out of here.
Okay, and you take Dim Jewel.
She can willingly come with me, or she could stay. I don't. It's your choice.
Yeah, you can optionally stay, but
Yeah, but
I
I'm
assume
going.
you want to come back.
This is the one go.
Yeah,
I'm
another
gonna
door.
kill you.
Sorry.
What?
There was
We
a
get-
million bats up there.
What? No,
there were like
wasn't.
30.
I would remember that with my keen eyes and my keen mind.
The Harper
Well-
tried to kill me. I storm off a little bit. And I'm very upset.
Do I roll insight? I want to see if he's lying to me.
I am not. So
Dick,
have fun
I'm
with
telling you,
that.
there were oodles of bats.
Well,
Oodles.
after
There were buku bats.
oodles of bats.
Ooh.
Buku
bats.
Well, one thing does sort of ring a bell. There was a giant bat that tried to eat you as you were leaving, so it's plausible that maybe there were more of them. My
bad.
He has perfect long-term memory, but his short-term is very, very poor. It's the trade-off. As Aladar is like storming off, and Dimjil's regaining her bearings, Bartok is lamenting the lack of music now. And Krenit is staring off into the forest, and you see the silhouette just faintly, for a moment, illuminated in the trees, walking sort of perpendicular to your position.
Hmm.
Someone is walking in the forest.
Everyone sees or
I
just Krenit?
Just Krenit.
react to them.
Because he's
Looking, because he's like looking out like this way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's somebody like
As
out
soon
here.
as I see them and see that they're not one of us, I'll just point my finger at them and be like, "I'd like to make an introduction. I am Krenit Ovel, and we are looking for the Archdruid of this forest."
Who's Krenit talking to? That's exactly what I was thinking of too. The screamers?
Yeah.
Or what's
Oh.
the
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh, that's what it was. Right.
Yeah.
The individual keeps walking as you talk to them, and they reply, and you have found her, and she passes into the trunk of a tree and disappears.
It was a girl.
That was who?
All right.
I'm
Let's-
sorry. I think I
until-
missed something.
Once we're all back here, let's cast Lehman's tiny hut. We'll take a long rest. I'll get sending as a spell, and then I can actually use sending to talk to her again. At least I've seen her.
Y'all
That
need
gives
to
me
rest
something.
a lot.
I mean, we just long rested,
You
didn't we?
shut up, you warlock piece of crap!
He needs his nap. He gets real grumpy if he
Access
doesn't
your
get a...
short spell list. I have to. Takes me a while.
Listen,
to
we've been
sort stuff
burning a lot of dimension doors, running away from bats
Touchy.
tonight.
Touchy.
I only have one dimension door left, and I don't feel that safe with it.
He feels very vulnerable without the
Yeah.
one in his pocket to leave.
I have one left. I've used two.
One get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
Well, what was on the other side? I explained my side of like what's going on. There's clearly like spider hell and weird, creepy monsters in a dungeon,
Spider.
and her abode. Like, what was on the other side
Other side.
by the water?
There's a dragon.
The areas there's a
Mhm.
dragon.
Yeah.
Krennet located a sleeping dragon
Some
Oh.
sleeping
the-
dragon treasure.
with a bridge. Some treasure, yeah.
I like treasure.
But we didn't interact with the dragon, right?
No.
But it's a chromatic.
I mean, it's a dragon. I get it.
so it's not
Maybe-
cool. Generally.
Maybe it's a
Not cool, man.
taxidermy dragon.
Yeah,
Could-
it's full
could
of
be.
like bare bones or something.
Or
It's
rice.
It's just full of rice. Big bag
Rice.
full of rice.
But it was sleeping.
Yeah.
I mean, we either go like the way of the living woods that grabs us with bats everywhere, or we go the other way.
The way of the dragon.
Like, there's really no other way to
The way
go,
of the dragon
right?
sounds really
Oh.
badass, but
Is it-
also
yeah, it's like some kung
you
fu
could-
shit.
Right.
you could go the way of the wizard casting sending to have a goddamn conversation with a druid.
Actually, I could
I
steal
mean-
all that dragon's treasure, by the way.
She didn't seem to be very interested in having a conversation.
solid
with us.
plan.
What leads you to think that doing a sending spell is going to be any
Look,
better?
I have met many a person who are really bad at message. They're also really bad at sending. It doesn't mean that they're uninterested in talking.
Well, you talked to her. She said you found her, and then she left.
That's because you talk to her all boring like you're like, my name is Hoity Toity.
I
He's an
think she just wants
archer.
you
She
to
wants
follow
love.
her.
She wants romance.
She wants you to
Arch-
follow.
Aladar, can you cast sending?
No. I'm not a dumb
Can you?
wizard.
Oh,
Have you tried
Alright.
walking into the tree?
Yeah, go walk into a tree.
I'm
I'm
fairly
not-
certain
me,
that's a druid
the
spell.
wizard, walk into a tree.
Maybe she left it open.
Maybe it's not locked.
He's yeah, Demgil is imagining there's literally a door in the tree.
I'm not saying a door, but maybe she can let you through.
Bartok thinks this is a stroke of genius and wanders over. Which tree is it?
Oh,
It's
the one
like-
that Krennet saw her kind of pass into pretty far off. It's maybe
Oh, rats. Like,
Yeah,
would
it'd
get
be-
eaten
Okay.
by plants.
maybe
Maybe
like
this-
this one or something.
Maybe this
I-
sounds like a dumb question, but like these vines and stuff are like grabbing us, right?
Yes.
Is it hostile, or is it the kind of thing where like they could just grab us for a little bit and let go, like making sure we're not hostile?
It
Because
hurt.
like you said, there's other animals and stuff that are cool, right?
Yeah, it seems to completely ignore all of the other wildlife.
It doesn't grab at them at all.
No. Yeah.
Look, Krennet just needs to cast Conflagration on this little druid forest, and that will get the druid's attention, and then she'll have to talk to us.
Does a
Yeah,
werebat?
and I'm fairly
count
certain
as
she'll be
wildlife?
down to talk if you burn down her forest.
Well, I mean,
Then she won't have so much work to
it'll
do.
grow
anymore.
back.
She'll have a bunch of free time.
Yeah.
Does
about this,
a werebat
geniuses?
count as wildlife?
Potentially. And that's not a good idea either. Why don't we plant a tree or something? And that'll inspire her to show an act of good faith.
All right, I'll dig the hole, and then you can fuck the hole in the ground.
Oh, I saw a druid do this
God.
once. Can you make a tree come to life? I've seen that.
I have
Are you
the
talking
scroll
about
of
are you
awakening,
talking
but I
about a
can't use it
mandrake?
yet.
That's the one.
Yeah, you actually don't have to dig a hole. Allard just has to spill his seed on the ground. That's actually all it takes.
My
You gonna
seed
make
never touches the ground, thank you.
gonna make some tree babies?
Um,
Did Bartok still want to interact with the tree, or is he giving up on that idea because it was like too far away?
way out there.
No, if it's like through the vines that want to eat him,
Oh
he's
yeah.
not interested.
Okay, yeah, yes. The specific tree that Crinit indicates is pretty far into the grove.
Uh,
I'm going through my storage unit, seeing if there's anything that we can utilize.
Do you have any seeds or saplings or a tree?
That's what I'm looking for. I'm like, I don't. I
I sense
usually
that-
make do when they're done growing. I don't grow them.
Visited
but
like a
let's see.
nursery earlier.
Wait,
tiny kobold friend, may I borrow your broom?
A sweepy stick.
Sweepy stick.
yes, but it can't outrun the bats. So you know.
I only wish to investigate the tree door.
Oh, easy. Which tree door?
He gestures to whichever one the woman disappeared into.
Yeah.
Okay, then Tick will say sure. And he'll hop off his broom, and it just kind of sits there. He'll be like, "Hop on," and he pats it, tap tap.
Slightly suspicious, but mounts a broom.
Mhm.
And yeah, goes
Yeah.
out to look at that tree.
Yeah,
Tick,
you,
Tick mutters incoherent gibberish, and the broom takes off at the tree.
Oh god.
No. Okay.
Hanging on for dear
It
life.
carries Bartok. We'll say it's like this tree.
All right.
Tick will yell out, "Say when! You want to come back?"
Yeah, as you're coasting like just over the brambles and brush, and you can see them reaching up towards you, but they're a little bit too slow to actually like grab you. And you fly up to the trunk of this tree. It's a big, healthy. You're not sure what kind of tree it is. It's too dark. But it looks like just a solid tree trunk in front of you.
Can I
You can like investigate or
yeah, like either a perception or a survival check to sort of suss out if there's anything odd about this particular tree.
Oh, you could do let's do a nature check.
Cool.
See what you know about trees.
Oh, actually, Aladar, I think I might have seeds.
You can tell it's a tree because of the way that it is.
Dirty one. He pokes every knot on the tree that he can find.
Okay. You're messing with the tree, looking for some knob or switch or some kind of secret entrance. You're like knocking
that
on the
scene in
trunk.
Princess Bride.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
Leans
the one
on
I
the
was
knot
looking for.
and yeah,
Uh-huh.
exactly.
Yep.
No such luck. This just appears to be a tree.
Damn. Then
Uh,
he will holler when into the forest.
Tick will mutter more gibberish, and then the broom zips back over.
Woo.
He will, at the same time, Tick will go up to Aladar, because I think I actually do have something that can work for that. And he will pull into Heward's handy spice pouch and give Aladar some mustard seeds.
Perfect. This will work.
Oh,
These are
and
like
then, you know what?
trees or
He'll
something,
reach in
right?
again
Oh,
and get some
mustard.
coriander seeds as well. Variety is the spice of life.
Hey.
You're not allowed to make jokes.
Ah,
Credit, kill him.
Tick-
Only I can make
Tick-
jokes.
You see Tick trying to
Put him
fail
down,
a
it's in his
stealth
contract.
check as he's putting away a very visible joke book. Yeah.
Okay, I proceed to plant the seeds, and I use my plasma water to water them.
Crinit
and-
tries to attack Tick. Okay, you plant some mustard seeds
Yeah. Coriander.
and then do
And
what?
coriander.
Oh, and coriander.
I take my flat. I dig a little hole, I plant the seeds and I pour a little of my flask of endless water on it.
Pour some Powerade. Power.
Yeah.
It's what plants crave, you know?
Yeah, it's the
Like,
electrolytes. I get some of that Panera Bread lemonade that kills people.
Yeah. Two
Pour
people
that
have
on
died
there.
from that, by the way.
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
insane.
the caffeine content causes the plants to explode out of the ground, massively accelerating their growth.
Roll for initiative. We have to fight sentient coriander and mustard.
You are hit by mustard.
Yeah.
This attack will, the damage will depend on whether or
Mustard,
not you like
mustard
mustard.
uses
That's
gas.
about it.
I can take it or leave it.
Okay, you plant some seeds. You water them a bit. And now we play the waiting game.
Now I post up. Then I resume playing music.
Okay.
Bartok reports back to Dimgil, shrugs and says, "It's just a tree."
Well, I didn't say it wasn't a tree. Why?
Out comes
Why
the
are you
power
reporting
converter.
back to her? She doesn't pay the bills.
A rude
She
thing to
thought
say.
it might not be
I'm
a
sorry. Will you present your papers of management?
Okay, if you must.
Exactly.
And
She
she
gives an
brings out
inspiring
she
leadership
brings out
speech.
like the paperwork that shows like her family tree and sort of like that she's
Oh,
then at
did
the
you want to compare noble scrolls?
Oh, they're gonna have a dick measuring contest.
you. I
Who
mean,
is more important?
how much of your family's business do you manage, Krennic?
Well, I guess as much as you, since both of us manage none of it.
I manage all of my family's business. They all rely on me.
Oh shit!
Yeah, okay. Credit looks around. Yeah, I guess your business,
I
family
love my
business
family
must
very
be
much. They
fucking,
they miss me a lot.
yeah.
Does your family miss you, Krennic?
Apparently as much as your
Lying.
family does, because I don't see anybody coming looking for you.
Well,
Oh.
they're
This is where
unable
the
to
gang
right
gets
now.
really shitty to each other. Is that this episode?
This episode is just
game is
rapidly
really
evolving
shitty.
into an
Infighting.
actual Always Sunny
They're
episode.
absolutely unable to come after me.
Whereabouts was that dragon? While we have the infighting.
It's
Yeah.
on top of the bridge.
It's
that
right
spans the
behind
river.
you.
Credit describes to Tick how far downriver, and the sort of crenellated bridge, and then the
Okay.
the squat defensive building that the dragon seems to be sleeping on top of.
And that was when it was daytime?
Yes.
That was when it was daytime. Yes.
All right. In the effort of doing something, anything productive,
I'm sorry.
Dick is going to want to hop on his broom again.
Okay. Also, what did you do with that wand?
I
Did you-
pocketed it.
Okay.
I figured when we rest, I'll inspect it. I mean, because it has to be over a rest, right?
Yeah.
I don't have identify.
Yeah, unless somebody
Oh,
identifies
if
it
you
for
just
you.
had someone that could identify it right here, right now.
You want to identify it?
I could identify it for you in 10 minutes.
But hang on, I have to argue with Tim Gilford.
I'm not
next hour.
arguing with Dimgil. This is
There's nothing to argue. I'm clearly the better.
Yeah.
See, I have my robo manservant with me. Where's your manservant?
There's no debate about
Yeah.
I
it.
also have my ghost manservant with me, but you have to wait 10 minutes
If
for
it's
me to summon
Not
her.
going to burn a spell slot. We
I
can
see you brought your
identify it.
albino.
No, yeah. I'm collecting them.
You can't collect albinos.
It's...
People don't
You
own
can't?
albinos. Billy, eat the pennies.
Not eating the pennies.
Okay. Identify reveals that this fancy wand that you grave robbed is a wand of fireballs.
Oh,
It's not
Oh,
grave robbing
fuck.
if the owner tells you to do it.
is it
They really this thing really did want her dead. Jesus.
fully charged?
I guess when you identify, you find that out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Normally you wouldn't
probably.
know. It is fully charged.
So how many
Holy
uses is that?
shit.
7.
Fuck.
Okay.
Can I have it?
Tick now has the nuke again. He
You don't
had the
need it.
necklace of fireballs, and now he's got the
I can
wand.
use the wand to fireball.
If you get the whole set,
They
I
get a
don't
set
know.
bonus.
Blow up.
Yeah. There's no
What if you
bonus.
give
You
it
just blow up.
to
You have to
your
roll a d20 every
start?
every time you move, and if they bump against each other, they blow up.
What if you give it to Sart?
Yeah, let's not give it to.
He's got that crazy look in his eye.
I mean, the ghost did give it to me.
Oh, okay.
No, well, she did. I don't want to piss off this ghost. Like, it seemed cool to us.
I'm sorry, what ghost?
Exactly.
I made a
Then
ghost.
Joe, concentrate. All right. It's like
It instructed me
you
to dig up its
being a
her grave.
member of the
her it-
wealthiest family in West Virginia.
Why are you
And
still on
me
about this?
being the wealthiest member of the family from New York. It's like no contest. Do you understand?
Okay.
Okay. Cool. All right. Now,
I don't know. There's probably some
Fire
extremely
talk.
wealthy
The
people that live
tree.
in Virginia.
Is he implying that city folk are better?
Oh,
I'm the son of a chieftain.
by a
Does that mean
wide
anything?
margin.
Tick wants to skirt the forest and go take a peek at that dragon to see if it's asleep.
I don't think
Yeah,
it.
good luck
I
with
know
those
it.
bats, which I totally told you about.
Okay, actually, you know what? That's a good point. Tick is going to. Hold on.
Just,
Ah.
I mean,
If okay, so
did you forget about the bats?
well, they're all on the roof now.
Well, no.
Yeah,
You
sure.
didn't explain to
Don't you
Tick.
have a wand to fireball now?
Oh, you do.
But I'm still actively trying not to piss off because the sign said so.
The sign said not to piss off the forest, not the bats.
Are they part of the forest?
Cast fly and bomb their fucking roof.
They don't live in the forest.
Turn this place into Viet goddamn Nam.
you're a napalm machine.
How many uses did the wand have? Count the trees. Go from there.
A charge for every trunk.
Worst thing about the trees is
I don't
the
know.
elves
Tick's
love
trying to
them.
do something productive here.
Yeah.
I mean, why don't we? Here's the thing: we probably should. We don't necessarily need to take a long rest, but we could definitely sit around and wait till the day begins, so we don't have to worry about the goddamn bats.
I would love to take a long rest because it could allow me to reconfigure my spell list for our particular setting.
I like that idea too because it gets my spell slots back.
Also, I just noticed Crenit's messages to chat.
Oh.
Did you do those things?
Let me read what I wrote.
You apparently sent a message to Rizrael.
Yeah, I don't know whether she responded.
What was that? What was that?
That was me telling Rizrael about jibber jabber.
That.
That
Okay.
level
That was a while
4
ago.
was clear. It was a while
right.
ago.
Okay. So yeah, she probably would have responded to that and agrees that they would be useful, and we'll send probably send someone to retrieve them.
Sweet. Did I at some point I was like, I want to firebolt a tree because I was like, let them come. But that was like an hour ago.
So you don't actually firebolt a tree, right?
No, because I now have what I need, which is I've seen the druid. I can just cast sending, but I don't have sending equipped today. So if I take a long rest, I can equip sending and I can talk to the druid just fine.
But this isn't really, it didn't like progress into night. It happened like instantaneously. This is clearly magical.
Yeah. Everything about this.
I'm wondering if
I want to wait till today anyways, because it seems like there's less shit. We don't have to sit with light on and all the other jazz.
Does anyone have like a time tracking method or like with your
I
perfect
do.
memory?
Tick has
Does
keen
that
mind.
tracking?
I have keen mind.
So does
but
that
the problem
tell
is that this is magical. So
But
this
is
isn't
it daytime or nighttime up above?
It would be daytime.
I'm just looking for a
I
pattern.
think.
or
I have a
something.
sneaking suspicion it's become nighttime all of a sudden because we're here.
I mean, that's
Who
why
knows?
we'll
Maybe
take a
it's
long rest
indefinite.
and we'll find out. You know,
That
will
squirrel
pass
knew.
and-
That squirrel knew what time it was going to be or when it was going to be night.
No, he said it right after it happened, right?
kind of like as it happened. It did seem to have a precognition about like, whoop, it's about to be that time.
And I
Better
don't
get
know that
inside and
that's what the
not get
squirrel
eaten by
said.
werebats.
I'm just implying from what
Yeah.
Bartok was chittering
Uh,
about.
Tick is going to go drink a potion of invisibility, aka cast it on himself.
Oh shit.
Alright, well,
Okay.
I'm casting a
Going
tiny
to-
hut. That's what I'm doing. Ritual casting.
Okay. Haladar's getting his tiny hut.
Because I would rather
Yeah.
try to wait out the night so we don't have to deal with bats.
Yes, and
And also,
Krennet is
remember,
going to
bats
look at
don't
these.
see. They use echolocation, so
Yeah,
not
that's
really.
fine. If I hear
Don't
any bats,
remind
I'll
him.
just stay still.
Bats can see.
I mean, they'll still find you even if you're staying still. You know that, right?
Okay. Tick
Hence echolocation.
ventures off to investigate this dragon.
I just want to
Did you
see
say
how
that-
it is,
Kai, you
if
said
how
the-
it's acting during a night.
Yeah.
What was that, Mike?
I was going to ask if the bear. You said the bears had bones.
Oh
Stuff inside of
no!
them?
It's the bones of all the
You summon
adventurers.
undead people out of the
They
bears.
do have a lot of bones, like probably multiple people's
Then before
worth.
I hop in Liam's tiny hut, we're gonna get some fucking undead.
Normally, I'm
All
totally
right.
cool with it, but
Krennet wanders off to take a leak.
Go take a
It has a
lick.
bad idea along the way.
Okay.
Who hurt
Let's see.
Who hurt
Are you-
just trying not to piss off this obvious witch.
She'll be fine.
Is a druid the same
I would
thing
get
as
up
a
to.
witch?
I can get up to 4 of them.
Okay.
Actually, I can get up to. If there is enough between the bears here,
Oops.
I could get up to 7. 7 of them.
Holy crap.
I don't want that many. It's too many. So I'll just do. I'll burn both of my remaining 3rd level spell slots. You've already got the names for them. Thank you, because that's great. And we'll
Yeah,
march
these
them
are
back,
the,
and they'll just stand outside the hut with Ham,
the
and
perma
we'll
skellies.
walk back and be like, "I found these." The bears are a little thinner than they were before.
Okay.
Whoops.
Krennet and his horde of undead.
Well, there's not room for them in the hut.
No, they don't. They will keep watch, as will Ham 3, and I will sleep. The sleep of
like
the
a baby.
innocent.
Okay. Bedding down for the evening in your tiny hut.
Yep.
The skellies and Ham watching over in the silent sentinels. I assume Bartok and Dimjul are just taking a rest as well.
Sure.
Okay, and Tick has invisibly left to go investigate a dragon.
Tick, you brave boy.
You don't notice any bats at the moment. Where do you want to go to?
I just want to, like, if it's over the bridge, I just want to get within, like, visual distance to see if it's still there.
Just to sort of identify, like, yep, that's a dragon.
Well, like, if it's doing the same thing. It's sitting there, like, because it was sleeping during the day.
Yep.
Now it's night.
Well, you can go take a look.
Okay. How close do I have to get?
I mean, not super close. You probably just need some more elevation, though, because you're trying to look at the top of a building. May or may not be full of bats.
All right. Tick drinks his last elixir, since I guess we're going to be sleeping after this. Elixir of flight. I gain a flying speed of 10.
Oh, you're not on your broom.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Specifically not to attract bats.
I see.
So Tick is just going to fly upwards.
Yeah.
Alongside whatever this building thing is.
This is just a cliff that you're next to.
Okay. By this cliff.
Yeah.
So he can get a decent.
You ascend.
Mhm.
I don't know how far you got to be to have a vantage point. Probably like
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing. Can you see a dragon yet?
No. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. You do spot scales shining in the dark. A dragon curled, snoozing atop the roof.
Still sleeping?
Seems to be. It's not moving around,
Hmm.
and it has a strange horn.
Like an instrument, like it's playing saxophone.
A horn? No, like a unicorn horn kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I like mine
That's
better.
like atypical for a dragon.
The sort of like color and the way that it's catching the light seems odd to you.
Can I try to get a better look, or how? Or do I need to get like a lot closer?
Yeah, you would need to get, you know, pretty close. Tempting fate. Close enough to investigate, so probably like 30 feet.
It's a dragon. Notes have been
No.
made,
Smart lad.
Tick fidgets, thinks better of it.
and we'll zip on back to where the group was.
Okay. And from your higher vantage point, you
Mm.
did note several other smaller than the bat that chased you, but other bats emerging, like coming and going from a cave somewhere beyond where the dragon is resting.
Oh,
There's like a back wall somewhere in that direction that they
where
seem
there's
to
a
be
bunch of
flying out
bats.
of, and then
Cave.
swooping over the treetops. But they did not notice you.
Got it. Okay. Tick makes it back to the group. I'm assuming Sart will tell him that they cast Lehman's tiny hut.
Yeah, I'm back. Oh, where'd they go? Jesus.
Oh, what the
Well, you
fuck?
turn the corner and you just see undead here. So I want you to think
You
about.
come back. There's wait.
I guess you would
Yeah,
see Ham 3.
instead of seeing your 4 comrades, you see 4 skeletons.
But Sart's there too, right?
Yeah, Sart and Ham are
Okay.
there.
So the fact that
Unless
Sart's
Sart
all
was
chilling.
in the hut.
No, he wouldn't. The skeletons are hanging out outside anyways, right?
Yeah.
Sart probably shares more like in line with them than he does the party.
He
Then
really
one of the
looks
ones
up
that
to Ham
he
3.
helped create.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Tick returns. You report your findings.
Yep. So I report that to the party. I think that's very interesting that it's asleep during the day and the night. And it's got something weird on its head, like a horn. I think that might be worth investigating.
I'm already
Maybe.
asleep.
We have
There's a
something in common.
There's a
Pokes the
horny
bubble.
dragon?
Well, like maybe it's asleep by like magic or something. Like if it's a chromatic dragon, because those are the pieces of shit, right?
Tick. Look
They
at
tend
me.
to be.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to kiss that dragon.
Huh?
You're gonna have to kiss that dragon and
Oh my god.
break the spell through the power
No.
of true love.
What? But like, why would I want to break the spell? Like, if it's a dickhead dragon and it's living here
It
somewhat
could be
peacefully,
a kobold.
But what if it's not a dickhead dragon and it becomes in
chromatic.
love with you?
Was
I mean, it sounds to me like the witch did something to it. Maybe like put it permanently to sleep or something. Like if it's not doing anything during the day or the night, you know what I mean?
Could just be
I mean, yeah, it could just be chilling. But like
waiting
we
for
have
the
one or two
right
ways to go:
kobold
the dragon way
along.
or through the forest of bats and grabby and spiders and scary dungeon. Like I think next session it might be worth investigating that
Fighting a
dragon a little
dragon?
bit more.
Fighting the dragon.
Dragon fight.
Dragon fight. Yeah.
I mean, we already killed a god.
Fireball.
Come on, guys.
This is
I'm
true.
gonna cast fly and haste somehow on Bartok, and he's gonna
Well, I can cast fly on
single-handedly
him.
kill
You
the
can cast
dragon.
haste. Actually, no. Tick cast fly on him. You cast haste. I cast greater invisibility.
Wait, can Tick
Oh
cast
my
fly, or
God.
can he does he just have the broom?
I can cast fly.
All right.
Yeah.
It's not prepared right now, but
Well, you
it
better get
could be.
ready. I've
You
got
gotta get
haste.
ready. We're gonna turn Bartok into our ultimate
Yeah,
stealth bomber.
Not
know,
so much
stealth
stealth
gun in
bomber
there,
as
but-
a.
We
Yeah,
don't
he's
even know if it's
definitely
hostile.
decidedly like an A10 warthog or something.
That's
Just
exactly
he's
it.
gonna
Yep.
shred things.
Mhm.
Okay.
When we go to rests, I want Tick to spend whatever his like downtime, when he's not sleeping during this 8-hour rest,
Uh-huh.
trying to recall any research about that specific type of chromatic dragon, like that color,
Yeah.
and whether or not. Basically, I want to be able to figure out if like that type of a dragon in this environment, if it would be fucking the environment up or not. Because it's
Okay.
it's what color?
Green.
Green. Okay.
Known to live in
Just
forests
because
and
we are
such.
coming close to midnight.
Yeah, we'll call it here, and you guys can resume your figuring out how to tackle this forest, and get in touch with the druid that tends it. Yeah.
Yeah, in the morning I
If
will have
there's-
sending, so I'll be able to talk to her anyways.
Okay.
Cannot wait to hear how that goes.
Yeah, or with her 2-word responses, it'll be great.
Yep.
Totally worth it.
She doesn't give a shit about your spell slots.
Also, like, you said, when you say chromatic, Tick, about the dragon, you just mean that it is a colored dragon, not that it is a chromatic dragon, right?
I think Dragons of Color is the PC term, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
means-
Chromatic dragon refers to a specific subset of dragons.
Yeah, the not metallic ones.
Solid, non-reflective.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Dragons.
Colors versus metals.
Yeah.
Is the argument.
Yeah. And usually the metals are the more like nicer.
It is
Uh-huh.
a
Generally,
DOC.
but it is not always true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
So
is chromatic dragons that are good, and there is metallic dragons that are evil. But generally speaking,
Yeah.
Anyone
Yeah,
have a
they're
book
sorta-
on dragons?
Their general.
that's why
I
I'm
am a
like-
dragon. If you want to know about them,
Oh,
Tick
you're
has done research.
Do you think it's a
Also sorted.
Bidoc?
Vidoc.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't
not
get that
sure what
reference.
that is.
Black or indigenous dragon of color?
Oh.
oh,
Damn it.
It's so late. I'm sorry.
Like, because I'm trying to remember, I don't know if Tick would know this, but I know that green dragons are particularly big pricks. Like, very
Historically,
evil,
some have been, yes.
bad tempers. So it's very odd that one's just chilling peacefully in this nature area.
Prentice speaks Elvish. It will be fine.
I blew up a green dragon's roost once.
Oh,
Thing I did.
as Aladar?
No, this is my illusionist. I'd got my hands on a bunch of dynamite, and I put it under the tower where it was roosting while it was sleeping. I blew up the tower, and it just flew away, horribly injured.
Hmm.
And I was like, I call that a win.
Take that, nature.
Their job was to get rid of it. But in doing so, I kind of blew up the whole loot and treasure. To be fair, that
Yeah,
would have been
I
a
don't
very
know.
tough challenge for like us level 4 adventurers at the time.
Yeah, just everything about this dragon screams abnormal. Abby-normal.
So, okay. The dragons that I think of as normally being like okay to deal with are bronze and silver.
Yeah, metal.
And gold.
Yeah,
Gold's
metallic
the best-
dragons.
Gold is the best dragon type. I don't know if you noticed.
And if this is a chromatic, a green dragon specifically, which are renowned for being evil pricks, like
Not-
I don't see it naturally.
It's not a red dragon or a black dragon.
Yeah, those are the ones you really got to be afraid of.
I mean,
Is it an adult dragon or is it a young?
Middle.
like size
It
wise?
was sort of hard to tell from a distance.
Okay.
Somewhere in between.
Okay, like
It's not really mature.
Adolescent.
I don't see a normal dragon living in harmony with a druid witch. Not like normally. Not through normal means, anyways.
I would agree with you, but she's not a witch.
Well, I mean, that's what Tick thinks.
Look, Tick,
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure out a way to cast True Polymorph between now and next week at my level. It'll be fine.
Turn it into a sheep.
I will turn myself into a green dragon, and then what is it gonna do? It'll find me so
Aren't green dragons super
unreasonably
territorial?
attractive. It will have to fly off into the
Well,
fly
again,
off
I'm
of me,
trying.
and then
I'm
you
trying
guys
not
can
to
just
metagame with
progress.
what I know versus what Tick knows. That's why I'm just
Yeah.
gonna ask Kai for next session what Tick would know.
Mm.
But
Mhm.
that's for next session.
Yeah, come up with any questions. You'll be able to roll some
Yeah.
stuff to deduce various things.
What does Willow
Um,
like? What does Willow dislike?
Is,
I wonder
is
if you
Willow
idiot.
attractive?
I got to drive to Phoenix
what
tomorrow,
are
so I
your
got to get to bed.
weaknesses?
Oh
Yep.
hell.
Yep.
Hit
Oh
it.
wow.
Yeah. It's lame. Anyways, fun
Phoenix.
guys. Thank you for DMing, Kai.
Yeah, thanks,
Of course,
guys.
of course.
Sorry we
Yep,
didn't make
nice.
much headway.
Have a